Welcome everyone to the Matrixlord212 LiveStream.
Hello.
I am your host, Matrixlord212. I am with Scott. What's up, Scott?
I'm wondering, are they going to use Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle to bring back Tony Stark?
Yeah, that is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Is how she made the kid. Listen, this is not for everybody. This live stream.
I don't even want to begin with
it's adults only. I don't know how she made the can. This is a real topic that we would talk about in Topic Wonders, but we're gonna do a mixture of all my podcasts in one today. And how she made this candle smell like her vagina, Gwyneth Paltrow, I have no idea. And I don't know what scientist that she did that took samples from there and made it. It's weird. I think I like her. I think she's weird, but okay. You know, obviously she wants everybody to smell her vagina. Yeah. This is in the news. This is real. This is a real thing that Scott just brought up. So now you got a Topic Wonder thing in this cast.
There's a comedian dude I listen to on YouTube and on Facebook, and he happened to bring that up, and I had to add my little.
Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina is the perfect opening for our first live stream. Hello, everyone. Okay, so now we got the real topic out of the way because that is real. I saw Crisis of the Infinite Earths.
I did too.
2-hour thing.
Oh, was it 2 hours or 1 hour?
No, you missed it. Ooh, you didn't see it then.
Okay, I thought part two. I have to go back and see part 2 then.
You only saw part 1. Oh, then we can't talk about it.
We can still talk about it.
No.
Let's do it.
All right, so at the end of the spoilers, by the way, Crisis into the Earth. So at the end of part 4, you would think that everything is done, but it's not done. The part 5, the final part, we learned that the new Earth is created and the timeline is different, which here we go again with the friggin' like Flashpoint. And I hated that, by the way, when they changed the timeline and they changed all his friends' history. And it wasn't really them. It was from that time. I kind of pissed off about that, right? Especially I didn't like when the Flash changed history and instead of them having a daughter, Sarah, with Diggle, they had a son, right? So now the timeline changed again. We start off with Supergirl. She wakes up on the couch, you know, and Alex is, "You are right. Are you all right?" She goes, then Dreamer contacts her, "You're late for the Nobel Peace Prize." So now you're thinking, okay, maybe time went backwards a little bit because she got the Nobel Peace Prize. No, the Nobel Peace Prize was given to Lex Luthor because he is the greatest good guy ever. He owns everything. He owns the DOA. He owns all of it. Alex thinks he's a great good guy. Everybody's warped. The only person that has memories that this is not the way it happened is the Paragons. Yeah. So Martian Manhunter has to mind zap everybody to have them with this is their memories. And they're like, oh my God, like, what the hell is with the timeline now? Now, of course, everybody was saved by Oliver Queen with this timeline, but the Anti-Monitor finds its way to this Prime Earth universe. And everybody is now on the same Earth. Supergirl, Flash, they've all been mixed.
That way. Yeah.
Black Lightning, everybody is mixed into one Earth somehow, some way. So the one headache that I have is, does that mean that all 8 years of Arrow, all 5 years or 6 years of Supergirl, all that shit is wiped and we don't even know what the fucking history is? Probably. So that's the problem that I have now, is because how are you gonna follow this shit if nothing connects now to the past? So the only major discrepancy is that with this universe, Oliver's dead. Like, he didn't come back, but the Anti-Monitor come back. So everybody is mourning. So long story short, they find a way. The Anti-Monitor grows to like a giant, which is stupid because when you go to giant levels, you're stupid. and he's getting his ass kicked
I'm
when he's
sorry.
giant level.
I'm sorry, but when they revealed the Anti-Monitor, he looked like Apocalypse.
Right, he looks stupid.
He does.
Yeah.
He looks just like Marvel's Apocalypse.
Right. So he looks stupid, and they decided the best way to defeat him was to shrink him indefinitely. So that way he just zaps out of the universe and goes into the microverse.
Adam comes into play, probably.
Right. But here's the problem. The problem is that you're trying to figure out. None of them had the memories, like Diggle and all that, and then Martian Manhunter had to touch their mind. Now they have this reality's memories that they've established, plus the old universe's memories. So now, what in this universe now has Oliver Queen done that now he's dead, right? So just flash forward to the end. They have the President of the United States, who was a female, saying that the first hero, Oliver Queen, died to save the universe. And they have a monument to him that Barry puts in this warehouse that he's going to make the Hall of Justice, whatever, right? And they all now recognize that they're on the same Earth. And they decided he builds a table for them where they all have a table. You know, like Supergirl, everybody's on the table, Batwoman, Black Lightning, they all have a position in the table. The problem is, though, is that then we've seen the trailer for all the shows after. Because, again, the timeline is reset. And the biggest problem I have is that if you threw out every single show's history. Because now the Mia, who is his daughter from the future, would be completely different, right? Yeah. You have 2 more episodes to go to Arrow, and Arrow's dead. So what are you going to do, right? So, of course, they're going to do his daughter from the future that is it Black Canary? Laurel has to touch her to make her see the real memories, and she becomes the Green Arrow, and they're in the future with Black Canary and Black Siren or whatever the hell they're called, and they're fighting crime in this future, which is a future from the altered timeline Earth, which we have no idea what the fuck it is, which is a pain in the ass.
What they're gonna have to do is they're gonna have to find some way of spreading out the multiverse yet again.
Well, they did. They at the end of part 5.
Okay.
Well, let me say a few things that happened in it. In part 5, when they were trying to figure out how to defeat, part 4, part 5, Flash met the movie Flash.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was cool. I have to say that.
At the end of the last part, they showed all the universes that were rebuilt in the multiverse. They showed Doom Patrol, and they show all the Titans, all the shows from the different universes, which is nice. So the multiverse has been rebuilt, but the Supergirl Earth and the Arrow Earth.
But their main shows on the CW are on one Earth.
They're on one Earth, but they're not the Earth that we remember.
I can know, yeah.
It's still the Arrowverse, but we find this is what bothers me, though. You see Diggle at home, and he doesn't have the son now that was altered. He has the daughter and the son. So they fixed that where he has Sarah and he has the kid, but he doesn't have the adopted kid. So now that's altered. The guy Connor,
yeah,
he doesn't have him, which that's a disgusting thing.
Which makes me wonder they were really going to have whether they really wanted that in the first place. If they want to do
right,
that.
and then you see Lois contacts Superman, and she's altered. She's not his Lois, but I guess she is his Lois now. He has twins instead of one kid. So that was like, what? He's like, what do you mean I have twins? And then he runs back. And then we see a trailer that, Barry's wife is different too now. She's like, I'm not your damsel in distress. I'm like, oh, he would fucking go now with this shit. Now everybody's different. Cisco's gonna. I hate that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like. And then we see the trailer for Supergirl, and Lena has retained her memories somehow. She's not a Paragon, whatever. But yet she has her memories, and she's like, "How are you alive?" And he's like, "Oh, there was a crisis," and blah blah blah. and now he rules everything. So then someone tells Supergirl that she had to save her. It's not even her Earth anymore. To save the Earth, she has to work with Lex Luthor because of Leviathan is coming or whatever. Still, in this, so it's not even the same timeline.
Leviathan on hiatus where they did the Crisis thing.
It's not even the same timeline, which is annoying now because I feel whatever we watch, it doesn't mean shit. So I don't even know. We could just watch it without missing everything, really.
It's almost more like a jumping on spot.
I don't like that because I like to know the whole history.
Yeah.
When Marvel did this before DC did this, where they made Secret Wars, the rebooted one, the primer.
Oh, DC's going to be doing the whole let's make everybody old so we can replace them too in the comic books.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
that's lovely.
I haven't seen that. They showed that
old man Batman, and now you're gonna have
they're gonna that's what I saw the thing on YouTube. I was just about that's what I was about to click on when you want to do this. So
I mean, look, I don't want to be negative. I did like it, but I don't like the resolution completely.
Yeah.
I felt like there's plot holes and they screwed up. Like you just rushed it to get it done, and now it's like, oh, everybody's on the same Earth, yay! See, everything too doesn't match up. Like how the Earth was before, and then all these extra cities are connected to each other.
Yeah.
Like who the hell maps that out? That's ridiculous.
I wonder if half the reasons that way they don't have to do the whole anytime they do like a
that's stupid. But now you have Batwoman.
Worry about doing the whole let's dive through a portal and
now Batwoman goes to Kara's house and they chill because they're buddies. So like now she's like, okay, you're connected with Supergirl, but the connection between Barry and Supergirl we had before. Now he's with Sarah Lance mostly. It's like, what happened to the Flash and Supergirl connection? Now it's gone. You know, because she's got Batwoman now. But it was always Barry, and that was the thing that was great. It was Barry and Kara.
And Supergirl, yeah.
Now it's like, oh, it just seems to me like they fucked that up, that friendship.
With the little
and they emphasized
in the next seasons.
Listen, they emphasized that Oliver made a deal to save Barry and Supergirl. And they showed Barry aspect of it, but they didn't make it like Supergirl too much gave a fuck.
Yeah.
She did a little bit, but she didn't. It's like they both should have been a part of that. But they focused on Sarah, which of course you focus on Sarah.
They don't have to because
Barry.
That new show coming out.
There's a lot of new shows coming out. There's Superman, there's Green Arrow and the Canaries, which I'm not crazy about.
Yeah,
because that's not Arrow. That's trying to look.
What they're trying to do is they're trying to jump.
You have to make every show female now.
They're trying to maintain their Green Arrow-esque.
But they're not because they're making the whole thing female. The whole CW is becoming female. Hello. And you may say, oh, well, they're adding Superman. That's nice. But like to the one Superman show, you'll add 5 female shows, like Stargirl. This, it's like stop.
Yeah, so Stargirl thing just does not look too appealing.
I think that now they're going to realize that when they go next year, they're not going to get the ratings. I think that they had because you can't keep trying to make a bigger crossover.
They're going to have to have another maybe not as big of a.
I think they should have stopped with the crossover
crisis in order to have fix things or something.
They basically do this crossover now to extend the lifespan of the shows because if there isn't a crossover, they won't get extended. Or they may not.
With this next crossover, they'll better yet, not this next one. Maybe 2 or 3 crossovers later, they can fix what happened here in Crisis. So
I don't understand why we can't just have it that. It's the Earth 1, which was Arrow and the Flash, and Kara's Earth and Black Lightning's Earth. Why can't they just be from their own Earths? And why does it have to be all together?
Confusing to the viewers. Why is this? Look at what they do for the big screen.
All right, well then how about this? Why can't they just?
They don't want to have certain characters on the.
Why couldn't they just? Why couldn't they do this?
It would be too confusing.
But why couldn't they do this? Why couldn't they do that? the next day everything appears, but the whole timeline is not changed.
What? Okay, how about this? You know how Lex moved that little page from the book? What if they revealed that half the thing that he did, he is not revealing, it had to do with that he did more than just did that with Superman.
He fixed it, right?
Yeah, he's still one.
I just want it where the histories are intact, and if they're connected, they're connected. But it's not that way. Now the whole timeline's different, and you have no idea. And Diggle has 2 kids, and Superman has 2 kids.
Like I said, now I'm starting to wonder if Lex didn't do something with that book of Destiny.
I know, but here's the thing: they couldn't fix it because then that would change the universe again. And what are they going to do? So they dig themselves into a hole, I think.
I'm just saying he did something with the book of Destiny.
Right.
That little page.
Well, he did it that everybody believes he's telling the truth because he's the paragon of truth. Right. Which he wasn't the paragon of truth. It was Superman that was the truth.
Yeah.
But they switched it. All right. So let's get Matt Rose in here. Let's see what he has to say.
Yeah, I started to think of that and thought he had to have done something more. Why else would he win the Nobel Prize unless he wrote it some manner? Because he wrote it to where he replaced the Roth Superman. So
yeah, because Roth Superman was the true paragon, right?
Because he's a conniver. He
is.
He actually he plans things well in ahead.
Yeah. Well, that's why he's not really a paradigm.
No, he's a fake.
Superman was the paradigm of truth. Lex is not supposed to be a paradigm. He just changed the thing. So that's why it's all altered, probably. But even if you fix it, are you going to still say that Diggle has 2 kids and Superman is? I don't like when they change shit like that. Like, just stop changing it. You know, when they try to change it, they're trying to fix a mistake that they made in the first place. Like when they changed that Diggle didn't have a daughter and a son, that was really dumb that they did that. I did not like that at all. That was bullshit. And then they trying to change it back. That's worse. You know, there's a way to do it, but you don't do it like that.
Just like it was explained to Barry when he did the Flashpoint. Hey, Matt.
Hello.
Just because you broke, because like he said, you break the cup, but yet when you put it back together, it's not 100%.
Right. I don't like that either. It should be more. All right. So I want to talk to Matt Rose because Matt Rose, you were saying stuff in the text, but you were wrong because they all on the same earth now.
Yes, that's what I was trying to get at. Yes.
But my problem with that is that everybody they've interacted with, like Kara's own sister, Alex, is not her Alex, right? Diggle is not their Diggle. They're all different from this timeline, and I don't like that. So, in other words, all our people are dead, right? Which is fucked up because now Superman's with another Lois. Like that doesn't fit because now he has 2 kids instead of 1. That doesn't work for me. And I know they're trying to say, oh well, it is really them,
and
but
Diggle's got his daughter back.
2 kids. Right. I know they're saying, oh, it is really them and it's just the timeline's changed, but that sucks.
Yeah, that he's got his original daughter back that was lost because of Flashpoint.
Yes. And then also now Lex changed the truth of the whole universe because they made it that he's a good guy. He's not a good guy, but he changed it. And he's trying to play up
he's running the DEO.
And he's trying to make it like he's not the Lex that was in Crisis, that he's a new Lex. This is what he's trying to say, which he's not. He's the same Lex.
Nah, please. It won't be long. When Supergirl.
I told him, yeah, you watch. In a while, they're gonna figure out he's the one that screwed things up through that little book.
Exactly. He messed up the time. It's like Back to the Future 2, basically. He made it where he's in charge of everything.
Because when he rewrote Clark out of it, Brandon Routh's Clark, when he made himself the Paragon, that's when it all changed.
Yeah. Overall, I liked it. I guess we'll just deal with what's going to happen in the shows going forward of Crisis. on Internet Earths. We did see the Morbius trailer. That was amazing. We didn't get to talk about. Spider-Man is a murderer, they said, because they said that this, this is now in the MCU. Morbius and Venom are in the MCU, and the world thinks that Spider-Man killed Mysterio. Which means that Mysterio is going to appear like 100% again, because the only way to solve it that he's not a murderer is if he shows up and fights Spider-Man again, even if it's for like 5 minutes. So they're probably going to bring Mysterio back in a Spider-Man movie in the future. The whole thing with Disney and Sony, I think now there's a new contract, and I think because of the new contract, Morbius and the whole entire Sony thing is in the MCU. I think that Spider-Man ain't leaving the MCU.
Well, they were commenting about if you look at one of the promo shots, there's a poster on the behind him.
Murderer. Yeah.
Murderer, and it's got the Sam Raimi outfit. It's
from the video game.
Yeah, it's from the video game, but
I think it's just someone that made it right. I think they just did it as fan service, but it is Tom Holland, Spider-Man, obviously. Matt Smith's in it. Matt Smith supposedly is the bad guy, I guess, of the Morbius movie. He probably becomes some type of creature also. The Vulture is recruiting the Sinister Six, excuse me. So that will be a deal in one of the Spider-Man movies. Maybe it might be the Sinister Six has to take in Spider-Man to just bring him to justice.
They'll try to set it up to where
brings him into justice.
Where Jay Jonah goes, you guys go after this guy, but he doesn't realize he's being conned.
Well, this will be the perfect opportunity for J. Jonah Jameson to expand upon his hatred for Spider-Man and create the Scorpion like he did in the comics. And then the Scorpion is given an invitation by the Vulture to join the Sinister Six. And the Sinister Six will be going after Spider-Man. They're really the criminals, but they'll make it like they're the heroes to bring in Spider-Man to justice. That's what probably happen. And of course, the Vulture is a member. Hopefully, they're not going to make Mysterio a member, because if Mysterio comes back, then the ruse is over. So, it's probably Morbius and the Vulture so far, and I don't know who else the Vulture's going to get. But we'll see.
But if they do the Rhino, I hope they don't do that techno suit, which they did from.
I know that sucked in Amazing Spider-Man 2, right? Yeah.
I can understand having it be an exoskeleton type of thing, but don't have it look like it's some sort of Gundam type outfit.
Yeah. Can everybody see this live stream? I'm wondering. Because again, we're new to StreamYard, but I do want to use this.
Well, it says it's on YouTube because I got notified about this.
It is on YouTube. You can see it.
Yes.
Okay.
It notified me you were live before I came on there.
Okay, good. So I just wanted anybody who was watching. Okay, I see it live stream. Good. If you guys could just post the comments, say hi or something, so I could just see what's happening. Okay, that would be good. And I just want to see if we have anybody in here. No, anybody's in here.
Yeah. Okay, I'm seeing it right now.
I just said hi. Okay. All right. So we got box office numbers we have to go over. Basically, Star Wars is billion now. I mean, it's not showing up on the thing, but Star Wars right now, to our numbers, it's 996 million, but they already got the numbers in for the day of yesterday, so it's probably at $1 billion.
Yeah, probably at $1 billion.
At the numbers as of what was the numbers as of here? Okay, so I got 1917 was the #1 movie, 66,670,000.
I had to tell you, we saw it and said it was quite good.
Yeah. Little Women is #3. Little Women's 108 million. Wow. Okay. Worldwide. I don't know. Jumanji is 671 million worldwide. Oh, your movie's getting a sequel, by the way, Underwater.
I was wondering if it would. To me, it didn't need it, but.
Well, I didn't know it was a success because for some reason, some companies blocking me from seeing the profitability I hate when they do that. Knives Out is getting a sequel, and Frozen 3, they're going to be Frozen 3. And Grudge is not getting anything. So the Grudge just bombed. Actually, no, it did. I'm sorry. I have to make a correction. The Grudge didn't bomb. The Grudge had a budget of $10 million. It made almost 30. It's just a very little hit.
Oh God, Matt!
Not really.
The latest Grudge, all possible. I'm sorry, it sucked.
And I want to also say it took a lot of time, but Ford versus Ferrari has in 210 million.
That sounds to me like a sleeper hit.
Yeah, it was. It lingered.
That was one of those movies where they knew it was like this wasn't part of the mainstream.
It took a while for it to gather up. Oh, thank you. Oh, hey, Philip, what's up? All right, good. I was worried about if this was working or not. So, wanted to go by release dates. We got Bad Boys for Life, which do you remember Bad Boys? I mean, I remember it, but I gotta go back and
the first one.
I gotta go back and watch Bad Boys before I can see Bad Boys for Life. Do I think it will do well? Yeah, I think it will do good, but I think that everybody thinks I would think Doolittle would be number one though. Why was everybody think that Doolittle was going to bomb? I want to see Robert Downey Jr.
No, I think people got. To me, this is how I think it's going to go. It's going to be Bad Boys for Life number one. Doolittle is going to be 2, and I don't know what's going to be 3.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Little Women dropped to 3. That's the only thing I can think of.
For something happens, I guess, in the past 2 weeks, that now it looks like Robert Downey Jr. will probably be open to returning as Tony Stark. I don't know if some new contract was signed.
Like I said at the beginning of this cast.
Listen, if you're going to depend the whole universe on Shang-Chi and the Eternals, sorry, not sorry. You cannot.
Now, Shang-Chi, I think it'll probably do a lot better than Eternals. I'm really not set at sight.
And you can change the timeline all you want with a crisis, but I don't think there will be a universe where I'll be talking to Scott, like, hey, Scott, I can't wait to see Shang-Chi, because I don't think there is a multiverse one that exists. But anyway.
Sorry, Shang-Chi is cool, but he seems to be more of somebody, the same way with the Eternals. That should be on your streaming service. I'm sorry.
I mean, yes, I do want to see.
Those are streaming service shows.
I do want to see Kit Harington as he's not Jon Snow, but he's the Black Knight. It's like the same thing. Yeah. But you know what? Okay. By the way, I have a pet peeve. I'm sorry. I love the writer and everything, but do you really need to make Thor where they say Black Winter is coming? Do you really think that's...
No, you don't.
Why are you doing that and ripping off of Game of Thrones? That is really dumb. You can do something else, and you can create something in your head where if you give that Black Winter's coming, you're ripping off of Game of Thrones. You don't need to do that.
What you do is you're giving a nod to Game of Thrones.
The Black Winter's coming. Oh my God! In the Thor comic, really. So that makes me not want to get the Thor comic. Really. It's stuff like that that pisses you off. You know? Yeah. Just like, and I got to say too, watching Crisis of the Infinite Earths, that was Secret Wars that we had a couple years ago, that they rebooted the universe and it's the Prime Earth and blah, blah, blah. So they're ripping off each other. Like Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
It's like they're doing the whole comic book thing where they're making classic characters old. I mean, the classic characters old, so they can.
I mean, supposedly, they have the Council of the Reeds, which I don't know if they took that for Council of the Wells or who came first, but they do copy of each other, which is getting annoying. So, yeah, we were talking about Crisis. I thought that it was rushed a little bit, but
it was.
We'll continue to now. Listen, you don't need to watch shit because you can just fucking go in there, and if you miss like a fucking season or two, doesn't matter because nobody knows what the fuck the history is anyway.
That's the reason why they did this is so that people could have a jumping on point.
You don't need to fucking watch anything.
Revealed that Lex used that Book of Destiny page to.
Well, here's the thing. In one hand, you pissed off everybody that's loyal watchers of the shows because now it's like you don't. So everybody's on the same level now. Nobody knows what the fuck is happening.
That came from Grimm.
What's that?
The gal that plays Lois Lane. That's
yes.
the same. Yeah, if you.
Yes, I know.
I was watching that. I know her from someplace, and it dawned on me she was from the series Grimm.
My thing is this: could we do it? We're going back into Crisis again, but do you have to make every fucking series a female-led thing? I mean, I'm glad that. Yes, I understand Stargirl. That's a different universe, right? Which that's good. Don't do everything in the Arrowverse, right? But do we have to have Green Arrow and the Canaries? How about? I mean, listen. How about give Arrow a rest?
Yeah.
I know it's the Arrowverse, and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna have a Green Arrow." It's Arrowverse.
Yeah, you gotta have a Green Arrow. But yeah, I agree. They need to have him take a rest.
Yeah, because they're closing out. Yeah, because they're closing out Arrow's show and apparently rebooting it with Mia next.
2 weeks. I know, but they're making a new series now, Green Arrow and the Canaries, which.
Yes, and this is the backdoor pilot again.
I know it is. But okay, so we got that, and then we have a Superman show that's going to happen.
Yes, with Lois. Yeah.
I'm for the Superman show, but the only thing I worry about the Superman show is that now with Superman, it's like, would it hurt Supergirl? Because I don't really want anything to hurt Supergirl, you know. So I don't know. Maybe it won't. We'll see. Maybe they'll move Lex over to Superman. That's what they'll do.
Yeah,
that's what I think. This is probably going to be his last season on Supergirl, and then
he goes into Superman.
Yeah.
That would be better if they do that.
And that's when they'll reveal it, is the fact that he did that whole stuff with the page and Superman.
Plus, because it'd be a new show, they do it as like a prequel, like explore the history. They always do like a prequel to start the series off for each of these Arrowverse shows.
Yeah. All right, so we got other things going in the pipeline. We heard that Tom Cruise is pursuing. They are going to do Edge of Tomorrow 2, which I didn't see Edge of Tomorrow, the first one, which is like a time travel respawn thing, whatever.
It's pretty much one of these Groundhog Day type of things.
Yes, I want to see that because I'm all for like the time travel and all that stuff like that. We also got going back to Crisis. We had the trailers for all the shows, and like I said, I'm not crazy about the Flash trailer because now he's at odds with his wife. And I'm like, that's
funny. He's like very upset, like he doesn't know what to do with himself.
Because it's not. Here's the thing. It's not really his wife. The timelines changed. Like they're gone. You know, it's like that bothers me. It's like you don't even know this person.
Iris. A couple episodes. Yeah, because before this crisis, they were preparing to say goodbye to him, and now he's still here.
But then now they were like, go away. It's like, you know, it's like. She's like, I'm not your damsel in distress. Like, what are you talking about? Who's writing this stuff? Hey, what's up? Oh, so this stream is actually working. People could see us. That's awesome. Yeah. All right, so let's jump into Doctor Who also, because we're doing everything on this show. I'm going to tell you. And again, here's the thing. I watched an episode of Doctor Who, right? And I give my opinion, right? My opinion is not manufactured. My opinion is not for the views. My opinion is whatever, right? I said the problems I had with Spyfall, right? And Spyfall Part 2. And I said that if the Master didn't appear in Spyfall, it would have went flat, right? I said that, right? So I did.
When we saw Part 2, it's like, oh, it did go flat.
I had a high rating for Spyfall, but then when Spyfall 2 came out, it lowered my rating, right? You know what? Maybe we shouldn't just change the ratings. I did like the Master Review, whatever, right? But the 2 for me was all over the place, and they were just. It was just
know which way to go.
It was just you put all these episodes in a bowl and you mixed it. And I didn't like that. And 1 minute, she's like overwhelmed by the Master and she got her ass kicked. The next minute, she's dominant. And I'm like, how the hell does that happen? Like that. They copied off of Moffat's Curse of the Fatal Death with the Architect, with the Master, with coming back and all that stuff too. So I had a lot of problems with Spyfall Part 2. And again, Spyfall Part 2 ruined Spyfall for me and lowered my rating. So when I go see Orphan 55,
which was quite good.
Well, here's the thing. People are mad at me because I like the episode. I actually got so much hate. Like, actually, people would probably throw rocks at me or something, right? It's the weirdest thing. I had someone send me messages in the wee hours of the morning, 2, 3, 4, 5, just pissed, right? That's fine, though. They don't know I'm sleeping or whatever, right? But because the time zones are different, I guess, right? But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Why I liked Orphan 55. And people are like, we want details. We want to know exactly why you like it because we don't understand.
Details. It's, oh, God, no.
Well, no. Now I'm going to give detailed information, which I thought I did already, about why I like Orphan 55. Okay. One thing. It's standalone kind of from the whole timeless child, where your tablecloth is yelling at you, timeless child, right? Which I always make fun of that. I called it the handkerchief monster, right? From last season. It was a standalone, which ordinarily a filler would be crap. But this wasn't a filler in a way. So one thing I look for with the Doctor Who, and I've said this on numerous Rehovians casts, I want characterization. I want us to know what Ryan is thinking, what Graham is thinking, what Yaz is thinking. I want the Doctor to integrate and work with Ryan. Then she works with Graham. Then we work with Yaz. There is dialogue in between. We get to learn something new.
This is why this is what I've said this umpteen dozen times before. This is why I honestly feel this is how they should do these characters. Is they've got too many. It's clearly that Chibnall and his cast cannot write for this ensemble. So what they need to do is have maybe one or two of the characters be with the Doctor, explain this is the reason why this character or these characters aren't with the Doctor right now, and then do another tale where they're together or that. But every other episode have it set up to where it's only two, or it's only like 2 out of the 3 or 1 out of the 3 cast members that are traveling with the Doctor.
Right. But here I want to explain more.
They cannot write for 4 people.
The episode starts in the TARDIS, which, how many times did I say I want to see them talk to the Doctor in the TARDIS?
Yes.
Right?
You're not utilizing the TARDIS enough. Which makes
Let them be in the TARDIS for 5 minutes talking to the Doctor.
Fine.
Let them be in the damn TARDIS for 5 minutes. Right? Talking before they go.
Yeah.
I want to learn new things. So the joke that they did that for some reason, I guess she had to protect this alien, and she put the alien in the TARDIS, and the alien's mating, and they muddied the floor. I thought that was funny. Yeah, how Ryan, Yaz, and the Doctor are mopping the TARDIS. That was pretty hysterical. I've never seen an episode where they mopped the TARDIS, but this was a nuance, so this was funny. You have Graham talking into coupons. I guess in space you have that intergalactic coupon. So they joking around. She's like, oh, we're going to be teleported. And he's like, oh, I got to get my Speedos. And they look at him and he's like, oh, I got them on already. To me, that little, listen, Moffat used to do these mini-sodes. And in the 5 minutes, they were like a greatest episode of Doctor Who ever, that he got everything in 5 minutes. So I used to love that, right? Because we're missing that from the episodes, right? So them interacting for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, that really was in my plus column. So that's in Matrixlord212's plus column. You had interaction in the TARDIS. That's what I look for. That was 1. 2. Now you're on off-world. Thank God. You're not on Earth. Already according to my thing, I always want them off-world. You just got number 2 in my column.
Yes. Yes.
Because you're not on Earth. So right away, because you're off Earth, you get a point. You're in the TARDIS talking, you got 2 points, right? So here we go. The fact that the fam wasn't, and I'm sorry for saying this, up her asshole, and they all went to do their thing, like, fuck you. I'm gonna do my shit. Fuck off. But like friendly, like, yeah. I'm going here. They left her fucking alone. And I was like,
that was
wait,
awesome.
Listen, you know what? Listen, I'm sorry if you think I'm negative for that. That gets another column. It's like, fuck off. So here's the thing. She's alone. She's not the star attention, whatever. I'm going to go investigate. Like, she goes off, like, with her head down, right?
Yeah.
I love that. Graham's fucking chilling with his drink. Fuck it, right? I think that's hysterical. Yaz is fucking up the old couple's moment. The guy's trying to propose. She totally fucked that up. She didn't even realize it. That was pretty cool.
Which to me makes me wonder.
That was great.
She's screwing up the show, so why not screw up somebody else?
No, wow, come on. So, Ryan thing. Now here it is what I said, right? Ryan and the doctor. Of course, Ryan fucks up. Her grabbing him. I've been trained for this. That's the interaction. Now you got 4. You got 4 now in the column already, right? Now it's a moment between Ryan and the doctor, isolated from everyone else, right? What else did they bring in? They brought in a potential new companion. Now listen, that character, Bella, was so good. She could have been a companion. And just think about this, like Scott always says, right? How about have a fucking companion that's from the fucking future or some shit? Or the past.
Yes.
Right? You just fucking lost your opportunity because right there, you had someone that, when interacted with the doctor, why the fuck am I listening to you?
You pretty much
fuck off.
Pretty much you've got your new Donna right there in a way.
Listen, she basically told the doctor to fuck off, and then the doctor had to say something to her, and then she put her in line. But she basically said, fuck off. I'm not listening to you. You need a member of the companions
Yep.
that is not gonna fucking be in line.
Yep.
But they need to be part of the companions because they bring something to the table.
Yes.
But you don't need everybody to yes her to fucking death.
Oh God.
So put Bella in there.
Damn annoying. See, that's the one thing I have problems with this companion lineup. It's like, oh yes, we'll jump into this volcano for you, doctor.
T and yes, fam. Shut the fuck up with the fam array. Yeah. Because it is right.
You know, that's what I would love to have seen somebody
shut the fuck up with the fam array.
If they started doing the fam thing,
I get a headache when they fucking do that.
Shut the hell up with that damn.
Shut the fuck up with the fam thing. Because let me tell you something. From episode 1, that was the fakest fucking shit that was established. Because she called them fam. But then at the first moment they had, they were fucking jetting out of there. They're like, Arachnids in the UK, fuck off, we're going by. And only Yaz showed kindness to the doctor. Yes, this is live. We're live, Bad Wolf. Hello. It did give Grim. It did give more fluids for the whole thing for them to split up. Yes, I agree. Like the Doctor and Donna and Midnight and Midnight. Yes,
and that it makes it,
they split up. Yes,
the fact that they did have such a better flow with them on their separate things, they may start getting that idea and start doing that more.
Grim, what she said to the companions, I don't even count that as a fucking speech because that was the dullest shit I've ever seen. To me, that speech doesn't exist. She was just talking to them. It wasn't a fucking like, hello, Stonehenge! Who takes the Pandorica, takes the universe. But bad news, everyone, because guess who? No, that wasn't like that, okay? Yes, I memorized it, yes. So, like, again, it wasn't epic speeches, but it was a talk, I guess, right? So, okay, let's get back into the episode. They want to know everything I loved about it. Okay. Another thing. The episode wasn't woke. You got me in the column there. You got me in the column there. The woman was a fucking creep because she was a fucking tried to make a buck.
Yeah.
She didn't want a security detail because she would have to pay them.
Yeah.
So she did it on her own with one person.
And you notice the one woman takes off her necklace and tosses it at her like, "Here, take this, but I want my beloved back."
Right. She is a money hungry bitch, and she is trying to become rich. And she abandoned her own fucking kid with her husband. Go take care of my kid. Here's some money. Get it on my face, because she wants to be rich. So it was more important for her to be rich than to love your husband and be with your kid and raise your kid and whatever. She wanted to be rich. So she fucking dumped their ass to be a fucking rich, and she fucking cut corners, and if people died, she didn't give a fuck. The fact that they made her kind of a villainish, and she was stupid asshole too, and she was a woman, you got fucking pluses for me, because I'm tired of the fucking woke shit, right? Now you have a stupid fuck that's not a guy, it's a woman. And she was a stupid fuck. She was a stupid fuck. Come on now. Okay? So that you got points. The fact that you threw in, which I hinted at already, I said they're going to do a romance with Yaz and Ryan. That there was a backdoor, that was a subplot. The fact that she said, yeah, Ryan, what are you talking about? She's jealous. Yaz is jealous and she wants Ryan. Evidence of this is the first episode of the season where he wanted to hook up with her sister and she said no. She loves Ryan. But they need to like get into that. Okay?
Yeah.
Hey!
Hello.
So do you think Yaz loves Ryan? I think so.
If he does, why doesn't he reciprocate it? Because he's trying
to hook up with his sister.
Yes, that's what I mean. Like you just said, he's more interested in the sister or anybody else but Yaz.
Well, here's the thing. Like I'm saying, she loves him. Like he's just, I don't know. But the thing is, she mentioned she wanted to know why they were getting close.
But he feels that his sister is more on his level.
He's not getting with her because he probably thinks she doesn't feel the same way. I'm sure he would.
Her more of a sister.
Yeah.
Then
I don't think he looks at her sister because they loved each other when they went to school.
Well,
they're older now.
They did. Grace said it. He loved her, and everybody, they knew it. But all right, so let's get away from the romance. Okay, so Bella was a strong character.
Yes.
She should have been a companion. I thought about this long and hard, and I had a little gripe. I do have a gripe, even though I love the episode. I don't understand at the end how the doctor couldn't just go in the fucking TARDIS, go to them and save them.
Get on board and let's get out of it.
Like she did, like the doctor did in Girl in the Fireplace. Just went to fucking there, went to Madame de Pompadour. Right. Why can't you know where it is now? Why can't you go to that and get them and save them? And I guess the reason maybe she didn't was the fact that this could be an altered timeline that will be erased anyway.
Yeah.
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 Because anything in the future is not canon until it's erased. Now, we've seen where, the doctor left his granddaughter, right? Susan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Susan. Yeah.
And it's fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Like, to help out with the resistance against Daleks, right? That timeline doesn't exist anymore. So technically, Susan would be in an alternate universe, I guess, right? Yeah. So that's how the thing, I guess, works where the doctor's really not bumping into himself that much, is because the timelines constantly change and they're becoming in part of another universe, I guess. But so this thing, I'm saying to myself, I'm answering my own question. That's why she didn't get saved. She didn't save them because it will be erased anyway. That's probably not going to happen for the Earth. It's just from that point in time when they left, that's what it would be. Just like when in Pyramids of Mars, when Sarah Jane's like, why don't we just travel to the future and the hell with the Sutek in the past? And from that point, they travel in the future and Sutek's ruling the whole fucking Earth, right? Yeah. Right, from that point in time on, right? So this is not a new thing in Doctor Who. We've seen this where the Daleks are like, oh, the fifth great fucking galactic empire. Let's erase that shit. And they did in the first series of Doctor Who. Because you had the Ninth Doctor kept talking about the great galactic empire, the great galactic empire, and it fucking got wiped. Right? It's future history, whatever. So if that's the case, why can't the Master killing Gallifrey be wiped? Because the timeline changes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Timey-wimey. I guess. What do you say, fella?
I don't really know. It's a.
I mean, Orphan 55. Give your review. I didn't hear it.
I didn't enjoy it at all. I gave it a 5 out of 10. It just wasn't my kind. Because it was a rip-off of so many different things.
See, you think that, and I didn't see that.
It was. I don't know why you didn't see it. It was like I said on Facebook.
I enjoyed it.
It was like a poor man's Star Trek Troopers to some level.
How could that be Star Trek Troopers if there was bugs and they were on aliens?
Yeah,
they were on planets.
In a sense, with the dregs sort of like surrounding the humans and trying to get them. That was like the bugs trying to kill.
But is it like the dregs? Is it dregs or dreads?
Dregs, as in dregs of the universe, dregs of society.
Like dregs of society, I thought. Like, remember I say dregs of society? All right.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Remember H.G. Wells' book, like the book?
With those underground dweller things, yeah.
I mean, that's like the future
of
Earth.
The Morlocks and all that, yeah.
Right, so that's like the Morlocks, kind of. No? Yeah. I took that as the reference, not that they took something from Doctor Who. I took that H.G. Wells thing.
You know what? Something like that. I don't know why people say it's a rip-off of this, that, because Doctor Who's always ripped off this, that, and the other for forever. So I don't know why people are saying, oh, they're ripping off.
Could it be that everybody's just hating it so much that they're just looking for shit that's not there now?
That could be the case.
You know, there's a difference. It's fine to rip off other genres, but when you're ripping off your own story history, that's a difference, though. Because like they're saying, they're ripping off Mysterious Planet, they're ripping off why can't you rip off other genres?
How many times did Moffat rip off his own shit? Moffat had a writer that he had fucking was it called Hyde? Yes.
Yeah.
Where they, the Warners from the Conjuring movies, right? Their future descendant was the first time traveler of Earth, right? Mm. But Moffat ripped that and he copied it from his own writer, and he made it that Danny Pink and Clara had a kid that's Orson Pink.
Yeah.
Same shit.
But that never materialized. That
copy off your own shit in your own show running time.
Yeah.
So just like the Smith and Jones is 11th Hour is kind of copy of Smith and Jones, because you had a prisoner, you had the Jadoon, you had a prisoner, you had the Atraxi, right? So it was like the same shit, the copy. So
Doctor Who borrows from itself.
Right, but the thing is, with this episode, like I said, it gets a plus because it's off-world. It's off-world. Well, it wasn't off-world. All right, we thought it was off-world, but it was fucking Earth. But still, it was fucking good. I liked it. I really did, because you know what? Here's another reason I liked it. Want to know why?
Why?
The Doctor didn't have all the answers. For once, this was like her fucking Kaiser Rajazani moment. That she really wasn't successful. She kind of failed. They got zapped back to the TARDIS, and nothing was like, those people could be dead or not.
Yeah, because they left that open-ended.
Right. So, like, she didn't really. The one thing I found interesting that I don't know if anybody's touching upon, but I've said this with Scott in the cast for years. Something is wrong with the Doctor.
Yes.
The fact that when they said they were running out of oxygen, that it bothered her more than the companions. When this is the same Doctor that could hold her breath for 6 minutes, or could breathe carbon dioxide, like when she was the 5th Doctor, and spit out oxygen. This is the same Doctor that in is it the Ark in Space?
Yeah.
that the doctor didn't have to breathe, and Sarah's running out of oxygen, and Harry's running out of oxygen, and the doctor's okay.
And also Terror of the Zygons, where he hypnotizes Sarah not to breathe, and then he just simply puts himself in a trance not to breathe. Yeah.
He went in space, and he's like, but the thing is, it bothered her more than the companions. So I have a little theory about that, which I'm going to say.
Maybe that's because she's an incarnation that doesn't have that kind of skill.
No, I think it might have been that something went wrong with the regeneration.
She's suffering from the chibs. Come on.
No, I honestly think no. Something went wrong with the fact that the 12th Doctor held back the regeneration so much. Her body isn't completely developed like it should be.
Well, you can say, if you say that, then you got to say that towards David Tennant, then, because he went all over the place before he decided to let it all go.
Difference was he wasn't forcing himself to stop it.
No, I can't say that with David Tennant because the 12th Doctor also the 12th Doctor used up the regeneration energy from the Daleks, and we don't know if he lost the regeneration technically. He held back it so friggin' long. See, I don't know how that works with the regeneration energy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I like about it, the fact that the Doctor can now hold it back whenever he wants to.
I don't like that.
I don't like it. I just think it was better when it happens straight away, just like that. There's no I can control this, I can hold it back. That shouldn't be a case. Otherwise, what's the point of having it?
Yeah. I don't know. The thing is that she went into the situation like the Doctor does, and she got her ass choked out. That I loved, because it was like typical, not that she was a female, typical Doctor, not paying attention to the gender. The villain grabs her by the fucking throat and is choking the shit out of her.
Yeah, that was
her dangling in the air like Michael Myers grabbing his victim. I gotta say, that's a typical the Doctor acting wise and getting their ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? So I did like her in this, but I like the fact that Bella told her to fuck off better, because it added that thing when Graham told the Doctor, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy, I don't give a fuck, and she's like, go back to the TARDIS. He's like, no, fuck off, basically. Not that he really said that, but to me, you need that. Something needs to happen that crosses the line, and the companion's going to be like, no. No. Not,
he nearly got kicked off the TARDIS for that one.
Companions,
right, but basically, yes, the person at death all the time is not believable.
And I think why they're doing this, because she's a woman and they don't want anybody to.
Well, even Ryan told her, like, no, when he went to go shoot them, he almost got his ass kicked in the Ghost Monuments, right?
But so still, they don't want me. They want to keep the whole notion. This is a woman. The woman is.
Here's the thing: the definition of fam.
We don't want to fight our superior.
Wait, the definition of fam is that families fight, though. You know this. Like, no family.
I know, but they want to keep this family.
If you're really fam,
where nobody fights, which is
if you're really fam, every single family fights. If you're really fam, they fight. So the fact that I'm waiting for Yaz to tell her off, because that's got to happen here. You can't have it squeaky clean like that. Come on. It's a perfect family,
because this is their first female Doctor, and they don't want to show that there's any dissension and make it seem like, because she's a hen, she's a woman.
We get out of the whole gender shit. How about we just forget that the Doctor's a female and just go?
How can you forget? How can they forget the Doctor's female on the show when they keep shoving it in your face?
That's his fault, though. Chibnall needs to shut the fuck up and just go. Like, stop having every right or do some shit. The fact that she gets mad when they thought that the fucking Doctor should be male. If she's genderless, really, where it doesn't matter to her, why is she bothering her, getting her all in a hissy fit that he called her a male and she should be male, and she's like, I'm an upgrade. She said that sarcastically with anger, but why would you say that if you don't even know you're a female half the time? Like, you know what I'm saying? You're the doctor. It's like almost like you change the clothes. So why all of a sudden is she Miss Female all of a sudden?
They're still caught in that whole female thing of turning and all. So
Kendall has just lost the audience with that. Like, stop with the woke. Stop with the women references. Stop that every male is a villain. And Ed High making a female that's kind of a villain was better, honestly.
Which he did last year with the dad, the blind dad, and the blind daughter and the dad. He made the dad to be a bit of an arsehole because he leaves the daughter behind while he goes off and finds his.
That was sort of a woke thing.
But he still did the same thing this time round.
But there was no woke thing here because it wasn't like showing female superior or like that.
No, but he's having to go at parental issues.
I know he's got issues and stuff probably.
Yeah.
He needs to stop writing about that shit.
Exactly.
That's the thing. If you're a good writer, you don't put you don't like really fucking keep going on about shit like just write the fucking thing and write something different. So all right. So here's another thing. We got episode 4 now coming up.
Yeah.
Nikola Tesla's Night of Terrors. First of all, stop it with the long titles. It's stupid. It's just fucking dumb when they do that. Secondly, this is probably not Nikola Tesla because she encounters him. She's like, "You're not him." So this guy must be fucking impersonating him, right?
Why do you say that? That is Nikola Tesla.
She says, "You're not him."
No, unless there's a creature embodying him, though, because if whatever message you got from Mars or wherever he got the message from, it must have been some sort of wavelength creature that invaded him or something. But I see what you're saying.
1 second. Grimm said that the Tenant absorbing the regeneration or absorbing the radiation delayed was able to make him delay regenerating fully. All right, that you could say that possibly. That might be true. All right. So anyway, next episode is the scorpion creature, correct?
Who's called Skiff Riff. Skiff Riff.
Skiff Riff.
Yeah. We don't know whether that's her name or the title of her speeches. We're not sure.
Or a name that the doctor just calls the person. She called the other one Wheezy. Right? Yeah. Wheezy. That was fucking funny.
Referring to possibly
Jefferson?
I will say your American trailer for it is a lot better than our British one because you've got a lot more going on in it.
Wow. Thank you, I guess. That one.
Well, it's not a thank you. It's a kick in the face.
I don't think this will be a bad episode. Do you?
I think it might be a better episode than what we had so far.
It's definitely better than Skyfall 2.
Yeah, I really liked the last episode though, so I don't think the episode was a bad episode at all. I don't think we're gonna get Timeless Child references either in this one. I think it's gone quiet till the last 2 episodes.
Well, they don't want to rush it. They don't want to pepper it all the way through because you'll just get annoyed that you're just getting bits and pieces and nothing else, nothing really building up to it.
Well, the thing that I think Chiblin doesn't realize is that he does a series, and then we don't have a series for a year, and then it comes back and it's Timeless Child again.
And people forget.
And more than likely, he's going to take a big break again. So it's going to take 5 fucking years before we find out what the Timeless Child is, and then we're getting over it.
Wasn't there a thing that said that the Timeless Child is going to be resolved by the end of Series 13 rather than the end of Series 12? So that means it's being stretched out for no good damn reason. Why do you have to stretch it out so far?
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to wait 5 years.
Probably resolve it in the 60th.
They've been talking about this since 2018. The Timeless Child.
So you're saying that the 60th is going to be a massive Gallifrey story?
It better. I don't know what the hell the 60th is going to be. I know that the 9th Doctor's probably in it. I know that Tennant's in it. I know that Matt Smith's probably in it. I know that, Peter Capaldi, I don't know if it's in it. But they should try to get him in it. I have a feeling we're going to have John Sim in it. I think we're going to have Missy in it. I think we're going to have Sasha Dewan in it. I think we'll have Hopefully we can get Rassilon in it, but like, you know, not the old guy.
Yeah, but who would you get to play Rassilon in the 60 if they did do that? Who's a good candidate for that? I mean, they can't get Timothy Dalton back again because that was like then
A one-off.
Why can't Rassilon revisit Faces too? He's the Lord President. Can't you do that shit?
Mm-hmm.
But
he's not technically Lord President anymore because obviously he got
booted out.
He got dethroned and
Which
booted
means
out.
Rassilon's alive, people.
It's
And
only
the High
regenerated
Council.
since-
Having me the glow he had from the Five Doctors.
No, can't he be the big giant head from the Five Doctors?
Can we go to E-Space? That would be nice. Can we go to E-Space? Can we see Romana
Now
or
you're,
E-Space?
now you're just showing ideas for them to write.
No, you know what? Like, here's the thing. Why can't we do? Why can't they do shit like that?
Get Gwyneth Paltrow's new candle. That could
Right.
be the line.
That was a wonderful opening to this live stream. That Gwyneth Paltrow had scientists make the candle smell like her vagina. This is a real story. No, it's a real story. It's not fake.
Yes,
It's real.
I know, but that's just disgusting to think.
Which, if you're trying to sell it, must smell pretty good. No.
Oh!
Stop.
Phil.
Stop.
You're gonna put me off fish forever, man. Fucking hell.
Listen. I love it when Scott. I never know what he's going to say. He just opened the whole fucking live stream with that. I'm like, wow. Well, this is demonetized. Okay, now.
Oh, don't worry, you'll be barred in from you.
I get demonetized for eating a cookie. So please.
Oh no, gee, I think we've been demonetized because I've been eating.
Or doing the letters of the alphabet and the numbers, please. So, and we got. You know how many times we got demonetized past couple of days? It's insane. It pisses me off. All right. Anyway. So Doctor Who, the Judoon, the fugitive of the Judoon.
You know what? Going back to Yaz, I think she's the one that's going to leave the TARDIS eventually, because twice now she's been a bit discomfortable about things that have gone on in their adventures.
Yeah, she's not. She doesn't seem happy that Ryan was trying to flirt with someone else. She doesn't seem happy with the Doctor.
I think she's going to go. I think she's going to go. Screw you! I'm off. I can't be doing with this crap that you're doing.
I think they're going to do a Tegan Javanka with her. She's going to leave, and then they're going to meet up with Yaz 2 years later. Yaz.
Yeah.
At like 2 years without the Doctor, and she'd be like, "I want to join again." So.
And
all right,
that's
so
the chance of reintroducing Bella.
Well, I don't think they're going to do that now.
I know.
Because if Chibnall didn't introduce her, this is the ego thing, you know? So if Chibnall didn't have her in the episode, she's not a companion, which is stupid.
Yes.
Bella could have been a good companion. All right, so episode 6, what the fuck is that? Praxis?
No idea.
What is that shit? We don't know.
Star Trek reference.
So then we got 7, 8, 9, and 10.
7, 8, 9, 10. 7 and 8.
We don't know.
One of
but
those
we know
two,
there's 2 episodes for the finale.
One of those two is a Cybermen.
Which is
in the past.
Probably 7, right?
Right. But then you got that. But then you got that standalone Cyberman one as well.
Standalone Cyberman one would probably be. Well, no, wait. Maybe 6 is the Cyberman one.
Which leads into the main Cyberman story one, probably.
Which supposedly the Cybermen, aren't they in the finale? Also?
But that's what I mean. I don't know. I don't, because of the way they filmed it, I don't know where that is. But
I mean, did the Masters get with the Cybermen again? Did he have the Cybermen free him from that universe or whatever the frick they are?
I still
have no idea. I don't know. It depends what they write. However they write it is how we have to accept it. But obviously he'll come back. He'll get out of there somehow, because that's where it is.
Oh, Matt, there you go. What happened? We lost Matt Loose.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to read the chat.
Right. So, I mean, I guess the next 2 episodes look good, right? I mean, maybe. I mean, the Judoon we know might be good, right? Or no, we don't know.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing the new rocker hair.
Oh,
Yeah,
the one with the Mohican. Please.
I mean, is that going to be the Yaz episode? It's the police, like in space. I mean, that has to be Yaz episode.
It's the police.
It's Yaz's police, right? So shouldn't this be like
she has
Yaz?
should be kicked off the force.
Shouldn't this be the fucking Yaz fucking story arc? Fucking story? Shouldn't this be the motherfucking one we've been waiting for? Not really, but whatever.
She's not gonna be. She's a piss ass poor police officer. She'd be kicked off the force.
Doesn't she write parking tickets? And and the first season she wasn't good at it, and then they make her like she's the best at it.
Yeah.
So like, okay, so I'm just saying that Chibnall's full of shit if he keeps making, we're going to the Yaz story arc. Where the fuck is it?
Don't worry, she'll be arriving at Big Finish in a couple of years for that one.
What will piss her off to leave, though? It's got to be something big, not something stupid. Like, I'm just emotionally traumatized because I don't want to leave. Ah! No, it's not going to be like that.
Oh, don't worry, they'll probably end her off where she gets bumped off by the Daleks.
Let's hope so.
I got to tell you right now, I'm heavily anticipating the Dalek one. Because I have a feeling that he's going to go about the special not the way you think, and they're going to start killing everybody. And I have a feeling that, even though we don't know how the resolution is going to be, that the Daleks may kill the companion flat out. And then we're going to see how she acts.
They won't go that far.
I think they will. Fucking gets blasted. Somebody.
When was the last time a companion got killed in Doctor Who?
Adric.
Listen, you know how many times a companion died, but then Moffat changed his mind and brought them back and whatever? Look, it could be a thing where the companion dies, but then the Doctor brings them back somehow.
Well,
and then after the special, they get upset about it and they leave. I mean, look, here's the thing. You have the Daleks, and you can't be soft with them. They got to come in. They got to be like killing people. Like, they can't be like...
No, because Resolution, they seem quite ruthless in it.
You got to just come and fucking... they don't give a fuck. And they're just shooting, exterminate, and it's like, oh, yeah, shit.
Because that's what I loved about Resolution. They just saw it was the Doctor. Didn't care what body she was wearing. They're just like business as usual.
This is what I want to... Like, we saw the scene where people are like, and they're running through the streets and it's like, they got to do that. Like, they just show up and, you know what? Yeah, she'll figure out what to do, but they got to be an episode of consequences. Yaz is dead. You know what I'm saying? Or like, whatever. Or Ryan's dead, or maybe Graham's somebody. I don't think they'll kill Graham, but like, let's go. Like, I want to see Jodie fucking angry.
I think it would be just...
I want to see the Doctor get so fucking pissed that it's close to Time Lord Victorious, or it's close to A Good Man Goes to War, where fucking Doctor starts talking shit, or even like the episode where Matt Smith was bearded and he's in chains. He's like, you could build the greatest wall. It won't be enough. I want to see the Doctor fucking angry. Because when the Doctor's angry, that's when shit gets deep. Like, I mean, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to see her get pissed.
She should have been angry at the Master, during Spyfall, but she wasn't. She was quite easily. He was easily telling her, "Get on your knees and say my name," and that.
And she's looking at him like, "Really, asshole?" Like, because they're friends. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? They do have that. They did have that friendship.
She did still obey what he wanted. Get on your knees, bitch, and say my name, and she did it.
But she looked at him with that arrogance, like, really, ass. Like, really?
Yeah, but what could you do? What could she do?
But she beat him anyway. It doesn't matter. She fucking defeated him. He didn't really win at all.
She didn't. Well, she didn't really beat him. She just made the other.
He didn't really win.
No, she made the Kasabians think that he was double. But
she didn't. Look, the companions didn't die in the plane.
No,
he didn't get her. He didn't get her really.
I want to know why the Master is so interested in Yaz.
That was just a persona.
just a throwaway
That was just a
line.
persona he put on. There's no way he's
He's
gonna.
just busting fucking chops.
Yeah, he was just playing the role for himself. He
Yeah,
didn't.
because
He had no interest. He had no interest in getting.
Yeah,
with a
but
female.
you know what always happens? If he takes someone, he kills them.
Oh, I got to tell you right now. This is connected, but not really connected. I've noticed stuff in stores lately, and I gotta say that I'm kind of mad. I'm mad that America is stealing the Sonic device and making Sonic toothbrushes and Sonic this and Sonic that. It's kind of fucked up. So maybe Doctor Who should do. I just want to put it out there. I saw this. It's Sonic toothbrush. I'm like, oh shit! And it's like, no. They're doing Sonic everything now. So yeah. Anyway, get back to Doctor Who. All right. So Sasha was brilliant. Yes, definitely. But I
just find him a carbon copy of Sim and Missy. There's no real difference between his master and those two. They're basically the same. And I wish they did a little bit different with him rather than make him bonkers.
Like Missy was more. Missy would fucking kill you, like a companion. She went to kill Oz. She killed Oz. Well, to this day, I still say that she said something like she smells because she knew she was a Zygon. That wasn't really Osgood. But anyway, Missy will fucking kill you. She tried to kill Clara how many times? So
yeah.
Sasha Dewan would just be like tease that they're dying and then leave them off to die, but they don't die. So you know.
Well, he did essentially try to kill them because he, like he said, he left him on a plane to die. It was just lucky enough.
But that's what I don't understand. The moment he gets freed from all these prisons, he could have just fucking tissue compression Yaz's ass.
Yeah,
and she would have been dead. He just wants to fucking talk. Yeah. He just wants to fucking talk. It's like
it's the ego thing with the master.
Yeah, but like, why don't you just kill them? They're right there. Kill them. They're right there.
That's what doesn't make sense. If he can go home and kill all the Time Lords and do all that to Gallifrey, why can't he just simply just go?
Because he didn't kill Gallifrey. I think he's full of shit. I think that's not First of all, here's the thing, right? I think, yes, that's what Gallifrey looks like, but that's not Gallifrey. And the reason why I say that is, think of they have tons of years in another area, rebuilding the fucking house, rebuilding the fucking bubble, the citadel, whatever. Buildings can be rebuilt, right? I didn't see dead bodies. I mean, and first of all, if she blasted them, wouldn't they be able to regenerate? Like, because when the Daleks were blasting them, they were constantly regenerating. So, like, I just think that Gallifrey just left that shit there. I don't think they're dead at all. I think they fooled the Master. And I think definitely Rassilon wasn't even there when it happened. So the whole High Council was kicked off by 12th Doctor. So I think that they're not dead at all. They're just playing like possum. They're making it like they're dead. They're not.
It would make sense that that's Gallifrey because of what was going on before they got sucked into the Pocket Universe, because they were being bombarded by Dalek army.
Right, so but I don't think
it wouldn't look like that. It wouldn't look like that. I mean, he's just saying.
No, given Hell Bent, if you look at Hell Bent, it looked nothing like that.
It was repaired. Right. So, I think they're alive. I think they're just going to give the Time Lords a break to the 60th.
But then, if it's not like that, then why is it then 13 went there and she saw it for
let me give an example. I think this is the best way to give an example. The Magician's Apprentice, right?
Yeah.
Which is familiar, right?
Yeah.
They basically recreated Skaro, right? Didn't they say that? They rebuilt the planet to be Skaro.
Yes.
So technically, didn't they do it 6 times? Like there was 6 planets of Skaro. One of the episodes said there was 6 Skaros.
In the books, there are, in the like the BBC books, there are many versions of Skaro.
Right. Well, here's the thing: they made this planet Skaro. The diagrams, everything, they rebuilt everything the way it was in this planet. They made this planet Skaro. The environmental conditions, everything. Why couldn't the Time Lords just fucking rebuild the damn building on another fucking, like, rebuild Gallifrey?
First things first.
It's a building. It's not like it's like with the bubble. Okay.
First things first. Gallifrey is protected by transaction barriers. The only way that can be punctured is by it being switched off.
The Daleks destroyed it, right?
From within. So who?
Right, the Valyard. The Valyard.
Well, that's going a bit too deep and too hard.
Not really.
Because then you'll have to include the Valyard into the story narrative, and we haven't seen that yet.
Who took the shields down for Dalek Khan to go through? The Valyard.
Right.
Okay. For the viewers that are new who mostly, in the trial of the Time Lord, at the end, you thought that the Doctor defeated the Valyard. The Valyard was a future incarnation of the Doctor, somewhere between its 12th and final regeneration, right? But don't pay attention to the big finish, trial of the Valyard, and all the other stuff. We're just talking about Doctor Who, okay? So at the end, the Doctor goes off with Mel, right? He's fucking happy. And guess what? The Valyard had the key to the Matrix and was in charge of it all, right?
Yeah.
Technically, what I think happened is the Valyard, when the Time War happened, and I said this all the time, right? When the Time War happened, rather than them die, they would look for any which way to survive. They contacted Omega. They gave Rassilon some new regenerations. They gave the Master a new cycle of regenerations. They contacted everybody. Doesn't matter. Valyard, I bet they gave a cycle of regenerations. And he turned on them. He fucking lowered the shields, let Dalek Khan
Well, they destroyed with them in the first place. It could have been just simply Khan going, "Oh, sure, I'll help you."
Right, and he fucked him just like the Master screwed him.
Right. Same thing. He was going to kill the Council as well.
Right, and he probably went off on another universe. Probably got what he wanted and he left. But the reason why all these guys teamed together was because of the Valyard, because they think he's the Doctor, which he is the future Doctor. So that's why they had the alliance. That's why they went after the 11th Doctor. They didn't know which Doctor it was. They got confused. They went after the 11th. Everybody and their mother went after the 11th. Think about this for a second now. You had everybody teamed up to go after the 11th. You had Madame Crevarian go through the 11th Doctor's timeline to screw with him, right? To screw with the 11th. You had Missy, who we didn't know existed, was the girl in the shop that gave Clara the number. Missy existed when the 11th was there. So everything had to do with the 11th. Okay? I don't know why, but I still would have believed that Omega was the one that was helping Madame Crevarian project the energy to send Amy Pond's ganger through an outside universe. But anyway, so that's what I just lost track of what I was going to say. But it's just weird how everything was focused on the 11th. And we had the Dream Lord, which was the Dream Lord the Master? Was he transitioning into something else? I think so. It would have been nice if John Sim regenerated into Toby Jones, and then Toby Jones regenerated into Missy, because that would have been a better fit. Because then you would have a Master for Matt Smith's Doctor. But that's not proven. So I just think that someone lowered the shields so that Dalek Khan could get through. And that's how that happened. Because obviously someone had to lower the shields, the time lock. Someone had to lower the time lock for that to happen. I mean, that's it, right? Obviously. So someone from within fucking with Gallifrey.
If they recalled every kind of Time Lord they can find, you can recall any kind of renegade who would actually do that. You don't need a Valyard to actually do that. It could be
the Ronnie. It could have been the Ronnie that did it. Yeah. You know, it could have been anybody.
Yeah.
But, I'm just saying I have a hard time believing the Master killed Gallifrey when they fixed him so he wouldn't die. They gave him another cycle of regenerations because when he was brought back, Lucy Saxon stopped it from completing and he didn't get his regenerations back. So Rassilon said, all right, we got to deal with the Time War. Fuck it. Cured him. Take the TARDIS. Get the fuck out of here. Right? So that's why the High Council was busy when the 11th, the 10th, and the War Doctor was there. Because the Master, they just came back, Gallifrey, from Earth, like seconds before. And they're dealing with the Master blowing up the throne room. So that's why the Doctor had to deal with the War Council. So they gave him shit. They kicked him off. And then when he was Missy, he came back to Gallifrey, took technology. They didn't bother her. And she was able to make the Nethersphere and shit. And that's why she teased to the 12th, Gallifrey's out of the pocket universe. I know where. Here's the coordinates. They basically said Gallifrey's out of the pocket universe. So that's why I said Chibnall, what an asshole. Because he fucking didn't watch Hellbent. Or he didn't watch Capaldi's episodes because it's out of the pocket universe. And they made it an effort where they said in the 50th that the general said if they go into the pocket universe, they can't stay in there long because they will be destroyed. So they have to find a way to get out. So yes, put us in there, but we have to get out, right? So that's why Peter Capaldi's doctor said, oh, you got out. How did you get out? Because they couldn't stay in there. They had to find a way out. And they were trying to get out with the cracks and the time of the Doctor and the game regeneration energy, yes. But they were trying to find a way out.
Yeah, but from the point where Sasha One's master says he went back to Gallifrey and it's still there in the pocket universe, that's fine, all fine and dandy.
It's not fine because they couldn't even stay there.
He could have gone there before they got out of the pocket universe. That's what I'm saying, though.
Okay, but then how are they in the future then? He altered time now because
we don't know that. We don't really know what.
Here's the thing: time could change, but you can't alter the Doctor's timeline because then you're preventing a Doctor. Here's the thing: if he killed them before they left the pocket universe, right?
Yeah.
Then they wouldn't have been out of the pocket universe to work with Ishilda to give her the confession dial, for the Doctor to go into the confession dial, for the Doctor to get out of the confession dial and go to Gallifrey, right? So the 12th Doctor would be the 12th Doctor still.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
The Master killed Gallifrey. So she wouldn't exist the 13th. Yes.
I understand what you're saying there, but at the point of when the Master destroyed Gallifrey per se, he was what 11, wasn't he? He was 11 at the time when that happened.
Okay, here's the thing that it gets confusing, right? When the Doctor puts Gallifrey in the pocket universe.
He was 11.
But wait a minute. But the Master was in the pocket universe when it went in there because it didn't happen in 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah, I understand that.
So, right. So the Master went in the listen. The person that got them out of the pocket universe was probably the fucking Master. Right? I'm talking John Sims Master. Right? So they say, thank you. We'll cure you. Here you go. Here's a new cycle generation, and here's a TARDIS. Goodbye. So let's just say we solved the problem. The Master got them out of the pocket universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Goes off. He does the thing with the Cybermen. Missy kills him. Regenerates into Missy. Whatever, right? Missy goes back to Gallifrey because she got him out of the pocket universe. She's like, I'm gonna take some technology. They don't say anything because they're like, just do what you got to do and go because you saved us. We're not gonna kill each other. We have a mutual truce, right? So she goes and she creates the fucking Nethersphere and she creates this whole fucking thing. They don't fucking bother her. She don't bother them, right? Totally like truce. For him now that he regenerates from Missy to go back to Gallifrey and all of a sudden find out something he didn't like and then kill them all makes no fucking sense why he would do that. He doesn't have the drums in his head where he's nuts. But he is nuts anyway. But still. So I don't think Gallifrey's dead at all. I think he's lying. I think this is a trap. I think the Master, just like Missy gave him the wrong coordinates, I think this is a trap. And I think Sasha Dewan will be the cause of Jodie regenerating. Master.
Okay.
I don't think I think it's all a lie. I think Gallifrey's not dead. I think it was just created for the Doctor to see for whatever reason, and the whole timeless child is a fabrication because Missy implanted something in the Doctor's head when she touched his hand, just like he tried to implant something in her head to be good, and she didn't like it. So she forced the regeneration for him to become female, and she put a false memory in his head, and it became her head.
That's a bit long-winded and convoluted, to be fair, for anybody to take in.
I don't know.
It has to be a bit more simplistic than that. I'm inclined to believe that what the Master said to her is all true. We just have to see how it's written out and how it's played out as the season goes along.
Right.
And then we either take it or leave it. What's been written about?
Oh, Matt Rose is here again.
Yeah, it's been there for ages. It's just you've been talking.
Why do you keep zapping out?
I don't know. Yeah. I think it's because this StreamYard thing keeps because it says it's experimental. It keeps throwing me in and out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because it's on my phone. That's why it keeps chucking me out.
Oh. Yeah. Here's the thing. I think Chibnall's going to fuck up the whole review anyway.
Well, that's a given. That's a given. I think he will fuck it up to suit his own needs. But
well, let me ask you a question, Philip. You collect everything, right, Philip?
What?
You collect everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so did you read Moffat's Day of the Doctor book?
Yes, I did.
So what did Jodie's doctor do in there?
She's actually narrating the story itself.
Oh, she didn't. Her doctor's not involved in it,
though.
She is to a certain extent. Right at the end, she's actually there, physically there in the story.
And did she take it out of the pocket universe, or she's just there?
No, she's just there.
No, she meets the 8th Doctor's companion, Cass.
Oh. Yeah, that's right. She meets Cass, the woman that didn't like the 8th Doctor.
She gave her the bandolier that the War Doctor wears.
Who gave the bandolier?
Jodie did to Cass.
13 gave Cass the bandolier that the War Doctor
really?
wear. Yeah.
Okay, but she didn't say she was a doctor. Okay. Oh.
No, but the 12th Doctor's more involved with the War Council. He helps them coordinate on Gallifrey.
Right. So, if Jodie leaves, obviously the next Doctor's going to be female again.
No, not necessarily. I don't think they'll go down that route again because they think that it's not been as popular as people.
Chibnall is the showrunner, though.
Yeah, but he might.
He's going to be a showrunner.
Yeah, but he might be forced to go back to a male doctor because he thinks probably the run of Jodie's Doctor has not been successful as he had hoped.
So that's what they think, but they're not saying that Jodie's run is not. They're flat out know it.
Well, has it been though? Think about it. Look at the.
Well, here's the thing. Why is it taking weeks for us to get the actual fucking ratings for Spyfall? Because why is it every other episode is like, okay, we got it, that's it. Now all of a sudden with technicalities and they're like, oh no, now the numbers are in and it's not 4 point whatever, it's 6.9.
Because
why is that happening?
They're doing the same thing as they're doing. You watch, it's going to come out. They're doing the exact same thing as they did with the last season. Oh, we're judging this season on like the 4th week of this year of this particular Doctor.
Yeah, because they're trying to do all the catch-up ratings now as well for people that missed it.
So here's the thing: Series 13 is paid for, so no matter what, Series 13 is coming.
Which is correct.
But if Series 13 ratings are shit too, then that's it. Now, again, here's the thing: so you're saying that as of right now, they would not offer her a contract extension.
I wouldn't. From what I've seen.
Well, she's already had that thing that they filmed with the Daleks in the bag. That's done.
That's part of Series 12, though. That's part of Series 12, yeah.
Oh.
That's the end of Series 12, kind of. So look, you're saying they're not going to resign her?
I don't think they will.
I wouldn't.
She's out.
She's gone.
After Series 13, she's out.
I'm not saying because she's a female. I'm not saying because she's a female Doctor. It's just the fact I don't think she's captured everybody's imagination enough. But
we only got 3 episodes ratings, though.
True, but I still think that they're going to move on. Once her time is done, they're not going to go back to a female doctor. They're going to go
I
back
was
to a
already
male.
put on the comments.
But here's the
Who
thing:
should be the next
we have
Doctor?
7 episodes plus a special up. We have technically 8, so
Yeah,
the ratings could change.
yeah. It
I was
depends,
gonna- I was gonna say-
it depends on the story, though. I mean, look at this one we just had. Everybody's kind of chucked it in the toilet because it's shit. But
Correct.
it could progress. You might get more shit ones along the way, or some good ones. It depends what the stories are like going
Well, here's the
forward.
thing:
We
the
don't know what.
decision has to come fairly quickly because they're gonna be. Right now, it's January, right? In about a month or 2, they're gonna be done with the scripts, right? Supposedly, they're filming in July, right? They're getting scouting locations, they're building sets, right? Before they finish the last 2 episodes, they have to know if they're doing a regeneration story. So what I'm betting is they will get the ratings in for all 10 episodes, and then they would make their decision, right? So the decision for her to stay or go will be made on March 1st, right? Or first week of March.
Probably have, because
and she will be given, and depending on the ratings, she will be given an offer, yes or no. If the ratings are bad, they won't give it to her. If the ratings are what they, whatever it is, they have to, if they want her to stay, they have to do it before they finish that script. They're not like Moffat where they're going to take the script and they're going to shred it. Okay? Chibnall is going to be an ass about that. He has to make sure that, like, you're going to stay, you're going to go. So if the ratings aren't super low, they're probably going to offer her another year. Now, again, here's the thing. I heard that
even if the ratings
he's pushing for her to be in the 60th. Right?
That's just hearsay. We don't know that for sure.
I heard that in order for her to be the 60th, she has to be the doctor going into the 60th.
Okay, fair enough.
Because here's the thing: when the 5 doctors happened, you really didn't have the 4th, kind of, because the 5th doctor. Okay, so
for whatever reason.
So the point is, I honestly think, regardless of the ratings, regardless of whatever, I honestly think, in my opinion, and this is not fact, this is my opinion, that they're going to offer her a series extension, right?
Better yet,
Series 14.
A half a season.
No. They don't do that. Series 14, she's gonna get a series extension for Series 14.
I don't think you're going to get her for series
with the
14.
60th involved.
No, I don't think.
And in the 60th, she would regenerate.
The only way I can see them doing it is if they do it as an open-ended, like I said, an open-ended regeneration where you just see her start the regeneration, then that way
that was if it was getting canceled. It's not getting canceled.
But still, they would keep it as an open-ended thing to where you don't see the doctor regenerate. Then when he returns for the 14th season, that's when
Chibnall is contractually obligated. His last series is Series 15. That is Chibnall's contractually obligated last series. So either he's going to play it off where she's my doctor the whole fucking 5 years, or she's going to be with me as long as possible, and then I'm going to have another doctor. And that doctor may only be a year. Keep that in mind. That new doctor, because when you have a whole new showrunner, they may want someone else. So
true, but they may even keep.
They don't do that. They never.
Oh, come on! They done it with.
They don't do it now.
They tried to do it with 12, but 12 said no, thank you. I'd rather move on. I mean,
no. Chibnall did not want him. No,
I thought
he wanted to stay. No, he got kicked off. No, Chibnall had thoughts of changing no matter what, and they bullshitted. No, Capaldi's like, I'm going to stay 10 years, and then 2 weeks later, he found out they don't want him, and he's like, I'm leaving.
Yeah,
no, they forced him out. No, he wanted to stay. He was heartbroken. No, Chibnall wanted his own thing, and he got his own thing. He didn't want anybody else. Yes, he had Rachel to write do the episode, but like the end, the sequence. But he didn't keep anybody. He didn't keep Gatiss. He didn't keep nobody. So Chibnall had his own thing. So Jody, here's the thing: we will find out in March or April if Jody is getting a contract extension. That's what I'm saying.
I'm voting.
In this year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we already know that she's sticking around for 13. Series 13.
That's just 13. Yeah.
Talking about 14.
Yeah, but you won't get anything about 14 until halfway through Series 13 or the end of Series 13.
Let me tell you something. If she, listen to me. If she left, she would announce it, and you would know right away. They can't keep that shit secret.
Well, they can't,
Yeah,
but they
look at Capaldi. They didn't.
It's fucking impossible. Before Series 13 would start, you would fucking know if she's staying or not. And you know that we don't know. The Series 13 could be out fucking 2021, 2022. Like right now, you put the special, you strategically place the special 10 months supposedly from episode 10 of Series 12. So calculate that, Philip.
Okay, go on.
So the 10th episode is where's my calendar? Where's my calendar? Philip.
Look on your computer. You should.
I can't. Please.
Right, Series 13.
No. Philip.
Go on.
This week. Oh, thank you, Grim. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Any little bit helps, bro. Thank you, Grim. Okay, so let's calculate it. Today it is the 15th. So on the 19th, we are getting the 4th episode. On the 26th, we're getting the 5th episode, right?
Yeah. I
don't have a calendar in front of me. When is the 10th episode? What is the date for Sunday?
Hang on. Let me just count them through. So on the 19th, the what episode? The 4th.
Yeah.
4th, 5th, 6th. Move on to the next month. 6th. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. The 10th is on the 23rd of February.
23rd?
Yep.
No. Is it?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep.
Wait. That's 4.
Let me do that again. Let me go back again. So
hold on.
Where are we now?
I'm going to go to my calendar.
We're on the 15th. So the next one is on the
19th is the 4th. 26th is the 5th.
Right.
I don't have the calendar.
Hang on. We're on the what? We're on the 15th. So
I'm going to get my calendar.
Episode 4 is on the 16th. Episode 4 is on the 16th. Episode 5 is on the 23rd. Episode 6 is on the 1st of March. Oh, hang on. Yeah, you're right. Hang on. Let's go back again.
Thursday.
So episode 4 is on the 19th, yeah? Episode 5 is on the 26th. Episode 6 is on the 2nd of February. Episode 7 is on the 9th of February. Episode 8 is on the 16th of February. All right, hold on. The 1st of March would be the last one, roughly.
Correct. Okay, I was right. Okay, so 1st of March, it's done. So we'll get the ratings in, right? Supposedly, they were supposed to film Series 13 last week of February, first week of March. That was originally planned until Chibnall changed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the earliest they will film, which we don't have that confirmed, is July, right? We don't have that confirmed.
The summer of 2020, yeah.
Not confirmed. We're in 2020, yes. We're not confirmed, all right? We know 10 months it takes. Okay, so now, from March 1st.
That also depends.
Wait, we're going to lose concept. March 1st, 10 months later. What's 10 months after March?
10 months after March. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. You're talking about
So here we go. New Year's Day 2021 will be the Dalek special.
Yes.
And again, for all of you that are listening to me right now, this is a way that Chibnall is tricking you. Chibnall is putting the woo over your eyes. He's tricking you. Please pay attention, right? He's doing this because he's so effing late with Series 13 that after the special was aired, which we believe is January 1st. Now, again, this is not definite. They may put it out Christmas because everybody's complaining about Christmas, right? They want it to be Christmas again, right? But more than likely, it's going to be on the 2021 January 1st, right? So, you think you're going to get Series 13 right after the special. You're not.
No, you're not.
No.
Because they are not even going to be done filming, okay? So, this mother is going to make you wait 10 months again after the first, which is what?
If this is right, it'll be 2022 when Series 13 arrives.
No, it won't. Philip.
Oh.
Philip.
Yeah, because 2023.
10 months.
2023 is the final. 2023
okay.
is the final.
Okay, so 10 months after January is November, right?
10 months after January, November. Yeah, roughly around there. Yeah.
Okay, so the earliest
January, February,
Series
March,
13
June,
will
July,
probably air.
September, October, November. Yeah, 10 months is November.
The earliest Series 13 will probably air is November 2021.
Oh.
Now, it may not. He may wait to New Year's again. Isn't it a pattern, Philip? Like it's every 2 years?
Well, that's the way it's going so far. Just a little add-in. Chibnall is co-writing the Jejune episode, so he's co-writing that one as well.
Which means it's going to be shit.
Yeah, I believe right. MSAF, Eula, I think it's going to be New Year's. Right. I think Series 13 will be January 2022, which puts him in jeopardy with this HBO Max and China contract. Now, he already there was a deal that was made, everyone. Rather than them get sued by China and China withholding the money, they already fixed the China problem. We will have an episode or two in China filmed with Series 13. That's a definite, okay? We also may have an Asian companion. We're not sure about that yet, okay?
Or an Asian doctor.
No, Asian companion. But how is he gonna fix the HBO Max? Because HBO Max, that's another animal. So, I don't know that. Also, the BBC has not extended the commission date.
I didn't think they would.
Nope. So, the last Doctor Who story is the 60th. So far.
Which tells me they're going to wait until Chibnall's out, and then they'll do something.
No, it's canceled. No, there is no wait. He was out. If they don't extend the date, it's canceled. Canceled. Done. So these ratings got to be fucking super spectacular in order to push the BBC to say, okay, we'll give it a shot. So this is where the ratings. Listen, this is where the ratings kick in because the ratings do count for the BBC to extend the commission date. Right now, Doctor Who is paid for Series 13, Series 14, the 60th. But the BBC is tired of Chibnall taking fucking forever. And they are not giving him an inch, meaning he has to try to cram this in by the 23rd. Now, the only time this will change is if the ratings go up. Then they'll be like, okay, we'll give you another year or two. But Chibnall has to get Series 15 done by 2023, and that's not happening right now.
That's not a hope in hell. No.
So either the BBC is going to budge, or the show is going to get canceled. But right now,
we have to also remember that Doctor Who is not an easy show to make. just like that.
Oh, come on, man.
There are
Come
a lot of
on.
things but there are a lot of things you have to put into place for it to be even thought
I
about.
honestly think all that shit's bullshit. I think that they need to fucking get these people hired that, besides the showrunner needs a team that's going to be fucking getting this shit done. Okay? Like, it's taking too fucking long. If you could do Walking Dead for 16 episodes, if you could do Arrow for fucking 24 episodes a year,
yeah, but
they're
the point
fucking
is,
behind the times.
yeah, but that's the point, though. Your business model of making TV shows is so much far different from our business.
Well, they need to change.
We don't have the money to do that, though. We don't have that kind of money.
Listen, you know the money, they just fucking get money up the ass for Dracula for Netflix. Of course you're going to have the money. They need to, this is why they're doing shit with HBO Max and fucking China. They're getting the money.
They're just buying episodes that they can air in their country. It's not. They're not giving you money to make the episode. They're just buying the episodes that we have.
They are using the money from China to pay for the episode. What are you talking about? How do you think they're flying to all these fucking places? It's costing a fucking
all right, fair
fortune.
enough. That might be the case. They're using some of the money to go
This
here.
motherfucker dropped, I don't know how much money for fucking 2 minutes of Spyfall. This motherfucker went all over the world so he could show a fucking mountain and he could show a fucking cliff. Who fucking cares? No, but this is what I'm saying. This motherfucker went all over the place.
Well, hang on, and for what's the money for then? If it's just to waste it on visual looks, that's not spending the money wisely. They should be putting that money into
exactly. He's listen to me. This guy, as a showrunner, is fucking like using this money so he could fucking enjoy it too. Taking his family to fucking Africa, taking his family. They're first class. They're like, are you kidding? Are you kidding? They are fucking staying in the best hotels. They're staying in the most luxurious fucking places. They're like eating in the Ritz. I mean, it's ridiculous. And the thing is, then you get episodes where the master's garage is a fucking TARDIS because they don't have the fucking money. Stop going all over the fucking place. Okay? Stop flying. Stay the fuck home in Cardiff. Get people that know how to build fucking sets like they did in the fucking the classic series, and fucking stay home and put the money in there.
Despite people's gripes with both Russell and Moffat, at least they churn the episodes out on time.
Listen, I don't give a fuck if what the sand looks like in the desert. The fact is like, oh, we need to really go to the desert, so we got to spend. No, asshole. Nobody fucking pays attention in the Ghost Monument when you're picking up the sand and you're seeing how it flows from your fucking hands, that it's real sand and not fucking fake sand that you bought in the fucking store. Okay? You don't need to fucking have that. Look, if the backdrop is perfect and the writing sucks, it doesn't matter. And he doesn't fucking get that. He thinks he's gonna woo you like, ooh, look at that sky. Ooh, look at that water. Ooh, ooh. This is what he thinks. But then if you're gonna be like this, right? Every fucking episode. Wow, I like that wheel on that car from Nick Tesla's time. Listen, this shit costs money. So if you're gonna fucking spend money on stupid fucking shit.
Look how they did the helicopter scene. They just used a crane and the sound of a helicopter when.
With Matt Smith, you mean?
Yeah.
But if you're going to spend the money, right, allocate it the right fucking way. Allocate it evenly. Like Russell T. Davis, right? Yes, he ran out of money for Midnight, but he did a spectacular episode, right? But every episode had a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, right? And then they
all had writers that knew exactly what they were doing as well.
I was going to say that. At least employed writers that know of Doctor Who, not all these strange people that only write from soaps and God knows what, and know about.
That is where he's saving the money. So he's enjoying the good life with vacations, and he's getting the cheapest fucking writers in existence. He's going like this. Listen. Maybe I won't give you any money, but if you're in my Doctor Who, you're going places. So you're going to write this for me for dirt cheap. And then we will put you on a different project. And this is what's happening. He is getting dirt cheap for these writers. I'm talking maybe even be doing it for free. We don't fucking know. Okay? I bet you anything this is what's happening. He's getting them to do it and then giving them favors later on. He's like, stick with me because I'm going to do my series. After Doctor's done, you come with me. I'm telling you, this is what's happening.
Yeah, because even if it's the most terrible thing they've written, having Doctor Who
done
on
anyway.
CV gets
That's the whole point. They do a bad episode, they're not coming back.
They're being rewarded for
he's giving Ed Harmers a second run after the Frog
because
episode.
Here's the thing. No matter what, when you have a staff, you always have to have your right-hand man and your left-hand man, whatever. You have to have someone that's familiar. Because so he needs his Gatus, and he, you know what I'm saying? Like he needs somebody that's his person.
Yeah, establish who law writers.
Yeah, because for Russell it was Moffat. For Moffat it was Gatiss. For Chibnall it's just him and his staff. That's all.
Toby Whithouse and Chibnall with Moffat. Like you need 2 people, right? Or 3 people, whatever. So Ed Heim and the other guy. He's having 2 people with him.
Pete McTeague, isn't he the other one?
Yeah, Pete McTeague was the one that wrote
Kablam.
Was he the one? It Takes Me Away.
He wrote Kablam, but
Ed Heim wrote It Takes You Away.
Oh yeah, you're right. So he brought
Pete
back
McTeague was Kablam.
Which probably Ed Heim's coming back next year too. Probably.
He just needs to get more established.
He needs to get good fucking writers.
Yeah,
spend the money for the writers.
Yeah, because what happens to all the writers that know Doctor Who and they're not being asked back?
Yeah, thanks for shitting on Peter Jackson, by the way. Okay,
that was never going to be a thing.
No, it was going to be a thing. Like, come on, they fucked that up.
How did they fuck that up? They gave him his Daleks that he wanted, so why didn't he jump on board and do what he wanted?
Did they give him the Dalek? I don't think so.
Yeah, they did. They gave him. Yeah, there was a video about it.
One.
There was a video.
But still, there's got to be a reason that they didn't put him in there. Moffat was the reason, though.
Maybe because his ambition was a bit too large for Doctor Who.
No, I think it was. I think it conflicted with Moffat's ideals. Moffat's not going to have anybody that's going to upstage him. When he did, listen to me. When Neil Gaiman upstaged him with the Doctor's wife, all of a sudden he fucking implemented his shit into Nightmare and Silver and fucked it up. So the one time that a writer did a better episode than Moffat, he fucking took care of that shit.
It shouldn't be about that kind of thing, though. I mean,
it is about that.
But in that case, then.
All right, let me ask you a question, right? Rosa did so fucking fabulous, right, for them?
Yeah.
Is she back? Yeah. Is the writer that wrote the episode with is she back? No.
Who was that? Was that Marilyn
Blackman? She's not back.
Yeah,
no, she's not
back.
A
famous
she got dumped.
No.
She got dumped, right? Yeah. So he doesn't want anybody to overshadow him. No. She got dumped.
Yeah, because she's one of the biggest book authors, ain't she?
She got dumped.
Blackman? Yeah.
So there you go.
And it was only her second thing with Doctor because she wrote a book a couple of years ago. The one for the 50th.
It's either you did it. You're going to count the episode. That's
Yeah.
So honestly, she didn't get. She got attention, and he let her go.
Yeah, but I don't understand why he's picking people that nobody has ever heard of or even know of.
Because he doesn't have any more money left. He's spending it on stupid fucking shit.
Yeah. And to have a really good writer for his first season and dump the rest.
Jerking a knot in his tail because
he's doing so many period fucking piece episodes that he's got to get them to do a wardrobe, got to create the dresses. He's spending a lot of fucking money on stupid shit.
And he
doesn't have the money.
Allowing it, so they need to step in and say, "Listen, from here on out, you're going to be filming here," and like Joe says. No one gives a shit whether the sand is actual Tim Bucks.
Nobody fucking cares about that.
No. They just want a decent episode.
Listen, Russell T. Davies brought them to the sand because it was a special monumental episode. It was like thousands, whatever the fuck it was. So he spent good money on Planet of the Dead, right? I'm talking he spent ridiculous amount of money. But it was warranted because it was an anniversary episode of whatever it was.
Not like, here we go, every episode special.
It was an anniversary episode of sorts. It was like 1,000, 2,000, whatever fucking thing it was. But him, We need to have fucking the dresses like this for Nikola Tesla. We need to have fucking Nazi uniforms. We need to have this. You're spending tons of fucking money, dude. You, in the first thing of Spyfall, all over the place, you're spending money for no reason. Spyfall, you spend tons of fucking money.
If you're given that kind of money to play with, why wouldn't you?
Because you have other fucking episodes in the season. That's why. It's like, don't make. So this is why you're gonna have fucking fillers the next episodes, or no?
Yeah, and
They're
normally
expensive.
they normally have a budget team for all of this, don't they?
Listen, I have a feeling that we lost the Sea Devils. I think they're done. I don't think we're gonna have them now because this whole environment thing is over with the cycling and all that shit. I don't think we're getting the Sea Devils at all now.
I don't think we are either. I don't think
and I'm pissed.
In the first place,
I'm pissed about it. They've been hinting at the fucking Sea Devils since fucking Sound of Drums. I'm pissed. I want the fucking Sea Devils. Already. Enough.
But even if you get them, it's the story that you've got to worry about.
Well, I want them, but okay, here's the thing. I want the Sea Devils, but I want Chibnall to do it. I don't want no fucking schmuck off the street doing a Sea Devil episode.
It'll just be another preachy episode about look what we're doing to our waters and whatever have you. You know what I'm saying?
I would love to travel along Chibnall's timeline to see why the fuck he became this way.
This is how I think they could. Like I said, I've said this like in one or two casts before. This is how they could do it. You could have like one of those environmental groups going after like a whaling ship. They come to the ship and find it's a derelict. They find the dock, and they could have an investigator looking for something else. Who's to say? But they find the doctor being accused, or one of the doctor's companions being accused of sabotaging the ship. Of course, they say, hey, we don't have anything to do it. They don't understand why. Then it's revealed that's the Sea Devils who don't like the fact that they're either mucking up their ocean, or they're trying to do another Silurian type of thing that, hey, we want our oceans back and get them out of our area.
Right.
Yeah. But you know what? The problem with the stories like the Sea Devils and the Silurian, it's always the same thing. There's never, you can't really expand.
You have to have Silurians in there with the Sea Devils. Can't the Sea Devils be by themselves?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They could be just the Sea Devils by themselves. But
they should.
I was just using the Silurians as
all right. We're gonna do something interesting with this live stream because I just in my head I feel that I'm talking over everybody, and I do apologize, and I'm not giving Matt Rose a chance to speak. No, it's not fine.
No, it's completely fine.
What I'm gonna do right now is, you guys are gonna have your moment. I'm leaving you alone for like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. You're gonna talk, and I will be right back.
Oh God, he's going to the toilet. Okay, fair enough.
Yes, go to the toilet. Thank you.
People's casts of the universe. We're just filling in for Matrixlord.
Yeah, we're the filler.
Yeah, we're his filler, and he's the main show.
But like I said, what more can you do with creatures like the Sea Devils and the Silurian when the stories are always about it's their planet, or you're ruining our planet, or there's no expansion to them. There's no expansion. So in a way, I can see why there won't be any Sea Devil, because it'd just be like we just had a preachy thing about you're destroying our planet, blah blah blah.
And not only that, will they be rebooted to look like like their cousins, the Silurian?
I can understand them needing to update the look, but let's not make them so human-esque that they destroy the look.
Yeah, if they update them to the point where how they did with the Silurian, with the Silurian, then I'll be pissed. I don't want them to look like humans, like how the Silurian turned out. I want them to be
their masks.
Yeah, let's have them a bit more like they were back in the 70s kind of thing, or the 80s,
or even have some.
Yeah, just a little updated. That's it.
Yeah,
have them maybe resemble the Slee Stacks in a way.
True.
They have so much good prosthetic makeup now, they can make the Sea Devils look realistic but look the same.
Yeah.
I mean, what they call the dregs that they had just got.
Yeah.
That was very good, but you could tell it was just one monster and all the rest was CGI'd in. And it was like, well, okay, fair enough, they can't afford any more than
practical effects.
Yeah. But the fact
Oh,
is
Philip, there's a guy.
they did feel underused because all they did was just roaring their heads off and just standing there going, "Rrr." It's like, do something a bit more, you know. And yes, they were
Go ahead.
They were there for the They were there for the prosthetic look. They weren't really there for the monster of the week.
Yeah,
that's kind of true. Yeah.
and like I said in the little review cast, when you first see him, you think that this one guard is actually hallucinating because the way they did the quick flash of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Which was.
I mean, the sad thing is, we don't really see them do much action. They're just like they do it. The only time you really see the action is when that one grabs Jodie's throat, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I know there's probably a lot of people cheering when that happened.
I would. Like, oh, at last.
Philip was expecting her to. Philip, now that is one way to choke the chicken, but not like that.
Choke the chicken. But that was good though, because that showed a bit of threat to her herself. Yeah. And you never got that until now. So we need more of that kind of threat to her or the companions. Because right, even now, nothing apart from Yaz being zapped into that dimension thing, that scared the shit out of her.
Yes, that the master's now stuck in, yeah.
So they need a bit more of that, a bit more threat to the group itself, rather than, you know, I don't want to hear about Graham having his speedos under his clothes already on, because
I nearly heaved when I saw that. I know it was for comedic value, but I didn't know they were allowed to do brands like that.
I do have a little bit of high hopes for Night Terrors, Nicola, the Chelsea and Edison one, because I like period Doctor Who like that, and if they can
I like pure historicals with a little bit of alien where they focus on the history more.
Yeah, and like I said, the American trailer for it, that looked really good. When you saw the man's face kind of stretching wide open, and he's like, oh, I thought that looks good. So I got high hopes for that for Sunday's episode.
Because like I told Joe one time, so it's kind of funny. Every time I put in the comments, like, "Well, I'm gonna be disappointed with Doctor Who," and then I watch her, damn it, this thing's good.
I think people need to go, as I say now, go with low expectations, or else you make too many theories and then you ruin it for yourself.
Yeah, but even if you do that, and then the story is a bit crap, then you come out of it with even more lower expectation, and then that makes
no. I just go fair enough. It's exactly how I expected it, but then you can go in and like, oh, surprise! It's all positive. It's not how it goes the way you think.
This last one kind of hurt viewers' expectation because it was so. For me, it wasn't as good as how Joe would say it's the best one he's seen. I can't see how he thought. I can't understand how he can say that because it wasn't that good, and that will hurt people looking forward to next week and saying, "I don't know if I want to tune in next week. This is the sort of shit they're churning out." So
but you can say that because they said that all about last year as well. There was some good, but this year it looks like they're trying to balance it out.
I will say, like I said, Jodie seems to have stepped up a bit so far.
That's what I was trying to get at. She looks more like she's taking charge, like how the Doctor should do it.
Yeah, there's a bit more doctors to her. I just don't want to take 2 steps forward and 1 step back again with her.
Yeah, because as I said last season, she was all about being fun. There's no more moping this season. Now that the Master's involved, and they've all questioned who she is. She looks like now, right, it's time to grow up again.
And then the fact that they said to her in the last couple of episodes, we want to know who you are, and she tells them, yet when she understands about Gallifrey, she's still keeping that secret from them, saying, and it's like, and they're saying, oh, you're on your period. You're on your period. Why is that? And she's not saying that. It's like, well, you promised to be upfront about them. Now you're not being upfront about them again. It's like, what's the point of you being?
Yeah, because she got a bit snippy with Yaz at the start of it.
Yeah. Well, and I started thinking, well, maybe she saw Gallifrey, and then when they asked her about it, it's like, oh, I really don't know what to tell them.
Just tell them the truth. Because you just told them. What's the difference about not telling them?
Yeah, because when Tennant did it, he was all open. He was like, yeah, my people are gone. Fair enough. I've the last of the time Lord. She's like, I don't want to know.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere until you tell me about your what you need to know. And I think that really helped out their relationship a great deal when she did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but as I said to Philip on an off air before, it just seems like how come it's took 1 year, another one season for them to get where they are, where they know who she is.
Yeah.
Because this is a first series kind of deal, not a second series.
So, I mean, to be much for them to actually understand her, they need to be a part of the Gallifrey story plot, which is obviously being peppered out.
Yeah, but if they're all like this family, or that term I hate, fam, how come it's took so long to like, yeah, here she is. This is who you are, Doctor. They know she's an alien, but they still don't know much about her. They all thought she was kidding when she said she was a bloke in that episode. They all thought she was joking until the Master showed up.
And I said I knew full well they were going to change the Master back into a man because she's a woman, and they want to have. They still want to keep in that whole standpoint of
because it's funny.
He's right, you know.
Yeah.
He is right. They wanted her to have have some sort of stance over a man and show how weak men are in a sense of
because it's funny with Capaldi though. It was balanced because first we had Missy, then we had Sim. That's two of them, so you've got both to balance with. Now it's just one bloke again, so it's like the tables are trying to see who's the more in control one out of the two.
And the fact that he was saying "on your knees" was another control issue.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Drop and give me 20.
On your knees, Doctor, and you can hear a zip. I'm zipping.
I got what you thought was saying on the call the other day. Sorry, I was a bit half asleep, but to say that the Master is doing a lot of nostalgia, is this what Doctor is going to rely on now? Throwing it in your face, the nostalgia, then being easy.
Is that what they're doing?
Well, that was on the last call we had, when it was like too much about the TCE and everything being involved.
No, but I like that though, because we've not seen the TCE in action since what? Logopolis? And
but I'm wondering this small part. That's what she said. Having there's this small is that way. If they do bring the Master into the toy line, that way they could actually have him with like a tiny little tissue compression eliminated individual.
Why can't he just do something with Sasha Dewan's Master? He just blasts one of the companions like that.
That's what I would love to see.
Yeah, because the last time we did that was to one of their aunties.
Why have to be like textbook, like, oh, the biggest villain there is, and he just talks to them, and he's not going to kill them, but he's killing everybody in the past, like just zapping anybody. Why is that happening? Why didn't he just kill anybody?
Because because they don't want to off one of the companions.
Change it up with Doctor Who maybe because like it's boring. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah, because didn't the last time he off bumped one of the companions? It was one of their aunties.
Why don't they do a story arc where she is so like used to talking to the Master or whatever that like it's her fault for underestimating the Master, and he just blasts fucking Graham or somebody with the tissue compression right in front of her, and she's responsible for it because she trusted.
Graham knows that his cancer's return kept it away from him, and he's the one that steps in to try to prevent it from happening. But he's the one that gets killed at the same time.
Oh, Graham. I mean, that's another. But isn't he signed on for Series 13 though?
Yeah,
allegedly at the minute.
Yes.
All right, so Graham is returning, which means that Ryan is returning. Because if Ryan dies, he's not really going to travel with the Doctor, is he?
The problem
Yaz has got to be the one that buys it.
I think Yaz is staying too. I think they're all fucking staying.
That's the problem I have, though. They're not giving Jodie a range of companions to play with while she's the Doctor.
It's completely fine to have like a range, but as I'll say it before as well,
Chibnall doesn't know how to balance. I'm sorry, again, Matt.
Yes, like in the classic series, granted they had 3 of them, but they'd go off and do their own stuff with each other when it was Tegan, Adric, and Nyssa. Now it's just like they all have to stick together like glue.
Airtime, yeah.
I just want, here's the thing, and again, I'm not saying that I'm the biggest Yaz fan there is, but give us listen, be fair. Give us a reason to be the biggest Yaz fan there is. Give her a friggin' huge story so we can judge for ourselves, really, is she excellent or not? Because it's not fair to the actress right now. I'm sorry. It's not fair to Amanda Gill. She's not getting the story.
What if, okay, this is a what if now. What if people feel that Yaz is such a weak character, or the actress is such a weak actress, that's why they're not allowing her to do so?
No, Chibnall is he just missed the boat with last series, and he didn't give her enough stuff to do. So he promised it. He realized his mistake, and he says next season is her year. Where is it?
Well, we're only come on, we're only 3 stories in. Give it a chance.
The Jadun one, then.
I would think the Jadun one is her episode.
Could
but
be.
She should have more than one episode, though. Enough with
that. It could be Sunday's episode. She might shine in Sunday's episode. You never know.
I'm sorry. Be fair. She should shine the rest of the season. They had their time already, Ryan.
They're showing favoritism and not giving.
I think he just listen. I think here's the thing. My idea is he just put her in there as a companion, but he didn't really want her as a companion. He didn't really want it. He just appeased whatever, because if he really cared, listen.
She's the Nardle, in other words.
Listen, if he really cared about her as a companion, he would give shit for her to do, like he does Ryan every 5 minutes.
In other words, Yaz is the Nardle.
Yeah, you could tell who his least favorite is to write for.
Yeah, because unfortunately, we've seen the beginning and the end of Graham and Ryan. We've seen everything for them. Yaz, there's still more to give, and
how did Matt? How did she be? Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm trying to remember Series 11. It really sucked bad, but whatever. How is it that she wasn't that good of a cop, and she was going through these stages, but she wasn't that great? And then this season, they're like, "Oh, you're the best we have in park and ticket person." Whatever the freak she does,
yeah,
right?
But she was on some kind of.
How did she get great if she's not even there?
Exactly. Unless they've been doing off missions in the whole year, I don't know them.
Could we just have a couple of? I'm sorry, I want more than one. Could we have a couple of episodes? Yaz-centric.
Yeah, because as I state, it's if you want to treat them fairly, have as you keep saying, just rotate them. One person will have a lead story. Brian and Graham could go off and do their own thing. The Doctor and Yaz can have their own solo mission. Come back at the end. They still incorporate them, but Yaz gets the screen.
Well, that's a good idea.
That's what I've been saying along.
No,
and that could also explain the reason why she's considered the best cop now, is because they'd been going off on their own separate missions, and she'd be staying behind every now and then.
We got to cover the comments. IDIC Warrior says maybe her story is she's no longer completely human like Barton. Maybe the Master uses that to control her like Turlo, like the Black Guardian did to Turlo. That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. Yes, it is.
Great idea, bro. Great idea.
Yeah, it's a little spy in the TARDIS.
Mm-hmm.
That might be cool.
Or maybe she is the spy of the TARDIS.
Wait a minute, though. Wouldn't that be the same for Jodie? Wouldn't her DNA be messed up too, or no? Because she's an alien already.
Good point as well. But she went through the same thing, unless it doesn't affect Time Lords. I don't know.
Here's the thing. I want an explanation. I'm sorry. I want an explanation why she had trouble breathing when her whole respiratory system is more stronger than the humans. Why did she have problems?
Yeah, because Tennant even mentioned that in one of his episodes. He said that he's got stronger lungs.
Why did Jodie have a problem?
And remember, the Doctor wasn't affected by the helium. Was affected by the helium in in Robots of Death, but Leela was.
Yeah. They're telling me he can absorb radiation.
The Doctor can hold. The Doctor can hold its breath. I see.
Yeah, I don't know, male. It is said that he has a bypass system.
Yeah,
which means
he's very good with the.
No, say what you're saying, man.
No, so he's good with the bypass system, like Philip was saying. He can hold back the radiation, but now as Jodie is struggling with the lungs, something's wrong here.
Yeah, but she's sick, or is the Doctor sick? Something, even in Conundrum, they said something was wrong with her and she brushed it off, just like in Kerblam.
Yeah.
Yeah, but something, they keep hinting at something with her because Warrior, do you remember they said something in Sinundra and Conundrum and Kerblam? There was like a quick thing and she brushed it off. Something's wrong. Either she's got a regeneration sickness or certain parts of her body is not fully developed, or maybe she doesn't.
I know that you stick on that point, Joe, quite a bit, but wouldn't you think that they would actually highlight that a bit more than being subtle about it if that was the case? Because they're not being
throwing that in every now and then.
Here's the thing. I'm commenting to Warrior. She lost oxygen because she talks too much, but she doesn't require. If you remember the classic series, she doesn't require. She's different than human. She doesn't require too much oxygen, and she could go without breathing for what? 3 minutes, 6 minutes?
6 minutes, as Peter Davison said in Fort of Doomsday.
And she could breathe carbon dioxide, like Peter Davison did.
Yeah, and
you know, Tom Baker, look at the Tom Baker episode.
It's just convenience It's just convenience of the writers. They tend to leave things out or take things out. Yeah, that's what it is.
Writers.
Okay. All right. Well, then if nothing's wrong with her, then don't make it like she's human.
Well, they did. Well, yeah. To be honest, they basically said that Paul McGann's doctor's half human, so there's no real difference.
Here's the thing: you could always listen. With that, you could always say that the regeneration energy was too, like, in other words, it kicked in by a miracle, but it didn't have enough energy to make him like Time Lord, so it made him only half. Like it only made him one heart or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you could always say something that it. You know how the doctor said, like the 12th doctor said, if I use up this energy somewhere down, Scott, 1 second. If I use up this energy, that somewhere in a future regeneration I'll be missing something. Remember the 12th doctor said that? I'll be missing something. Or the 11th said that.
I'll probably lose an arm or a leg or something like that. That's what he said. Yeah.
I'll arm or a leg, or my lungs could be. That's what I'm saying. Like it could be something that's. I know she wasn't grasping for breath, but still, I don't know. Maybe not.
That was just for tension's sake, though. That was all just for tension's sake of the story. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with her. It's just they're giving you a sense of, oh my God, the doctor's in trouble. There's no oxygen left.
Right.
Or unless it was a precursor to her being strangled.
I don't look at it as the female doctor got strangled. I looked at it. When I look at her. Here's the thing. I don't look at her as female doctor. I look at her the doctor, right? Yeah. So the doctor's getting into trouble, gets choked out. Like, not that she's a female. Like, no matter what he was, I'm just picturing the doctor mouthing off, and it's like, you know, typical. I mean, I thought it was pretty cool, but you know. All right, so we know that the finale is a two-parter, and we saw, which looked like something out of the 80s, where there was a girl that was in white and there was a guy that was in black. If I didn't know any better, I'd be like, oh, that's the Black Guardian, the White Guardian.
That episode is The Lost People.
Or whatever. Well, it looks like a Black Guardian, White Guardian. But anyway, supposedly in the finale, isn't the Cybermen in the finale and the Master, or no?
Who knows? We don't know.
Because wasn't there an army of Cybermen that got leaked?
Sorry?
Wasn't there an army of Cybermen that got leaked?
Yeah, but that's where they're in not prehistoric, but they're in sort of like 12th
century. That one episode of the Cybermen.
Wasn't that the Mary Shelley one?
Well, that's just rumor about Mary Shelley thing. Well, we don't know if that's actually true or not. Yeah. But you got two, because from how I understand it, there's two Cybermen episodes. You've got the singular Cybermen episode, and then you've got the one with the armies, the group of Cybermen episode. So I don't know which one's which or where which one sits in the run. In the run. Unless that single Cybermen episode leads into the Cybermen episode with all the others. It depends.
Because if it's another finale, everyone will go, yeah, it's another Master and Cyberman finale.
Is there any?
Can't he have the Daleks or some kind of different aliens for a change if it was that?
I mean, Daleks are special. Can't we just have the Ronnie appear? I mean, it'd be nice, right?
They could have done that. To be honest, I would have liked it if that would have been a good shot for Jodie to go up against the Rani, to be honest, rather than the Master.
Why can't they just have Joe Grant in here or somebody like? I mean, they're on Earth. Chibnall's working by different rules. He could technically do. He doesn't have to do what Moffat does. He could bump into Ace. Jodie's doctor could bump into Ace, bump into Joe Grant, bump into Martha Jones. Well, I know Martha Jones is okay. Freeman Agyeman is. Congratulations, got 3-season order for her show. So she's doing excellent in her medical drama in the States. But if you were able to film, I mean, it would be nice if Martha Jones could pop up, or Mickey, or Captain Jack, or whatever.
Yes.
And do a unit episode where they realize that the Master is responsible for Unit and Torchwood being disbanded. They fix it, and now Kate Stewart's back with Osgood in Unit, please, and bring Captain Jack back, saying that Torchwood is back. You could show it in the background, and then that would make people whet their appetite for wanting a series, and then Chibnall will have to make a Torchwood series. That's what I said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It depends what they want to do with the Master going forward from his last appearance. So,
yeah,
I would like to see. For once, I would like to see a Doctor show up and nobody knows about it.
a Doctor,
no hype. Like, in other words, we're watching episode 4. Boom, Matt Smith's in there. Like, why can't they just surprise us?
They wouldn't be able to keep that secret. That would that would have been out of the bad one.
There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. Like, just surprise. But why don't we have a genuine surprise?
But then people complain, oh, they brought in an old Doctor to upstage Jodie because she's not good enough to be.
I'm going to give an example, right? Nobody. Did you watch Crisis?
I've yet to watch it properly. I watched a little bit yesterday, and I'm going to watch it again today.
Forget it.
I saw most of it. I saw the Legends one, but not the Arrow one.
Did you see Flash thing?
I know that Ezra Miller was in it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so here's the thing: we're all watching fucking Crisis, right?
Yeah.
No one had a fucking clue that Ezra Miller was in there from the fucking movie Flash. Nobody. It was the biggest fucking surprise ever, and it was the best surprise ever. Nobody had a fucking clue, right? That is what I'm talking about, right there. You put a fucking Doctor in there, even if it's like 5 minutes. Something or whatever, and you put that shit in there, and you surprise the shit out of everybody.
But that's the sort of thing you hold back for the 60th anniversary, though.
Why does it have to be by the rules? Why can't we just have it in the middle fucking episode?
You know
why? I don't like. Listen, this is what gets me, right? She can't regenerate until the finale or the Christmas. You can't do this to this one. You can't do. Listen, it even got bad with wrestling, where you knew that the champion could not lose his belt on a fucking Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, or whatever, that they can only lose it in a pay-per-view. How fucking stupid is that? That the only time you lose the title is in a big thing, but you can't lose it when a regular match? That's what I'm saying. You need to bring the surprise factor back, okay? So you need to have, oh, shit, this person appeared. This companion appeared for 5 minutes. Oh, shit, it's Joe Grant. Oh, shit. Like, make them appear. A cameo, whatever. Ian Chesterton's in the school. Holy shit. Like, what is the problem? Why is it so fucking difficult to get cameos in this fucking series? Why can't he just do a fan service instead of doing a fucking fan service where you're ripping off episodes and you're like, oh, we ripped off 7 episodes. How about don't rip off episodes? How about have someone show up at the end of the episode, like you like to do the cliffhangers? All right, just show a cameo show up where you hear the TARDIS go off and the companion's like, I missed it. And you see it's Joe Grant and shit or whatever, and smile on or whatever, like something. Throw people in there. There are so many companions on Earth when she's there. I'm surprised that nobody goes to find her. It's impossible. Why would they ignore where she is? They know she's there.
Yeah.
They can look on the TV. They can see, oh, shit, whatever. Why wouldn't a companion reach out to the Doctor to try to find him? Why not? Just to say hi. Why wouldn't that happen?
No idea. I don't know. They just don't want to do that, though. That's all I know. They just don't want to do it.
I would do shit if I was a showrunner. I would fuck people up. People would be like, what the fuck's happening? Nobody know what the fuck's happening. I would throw so much shit in there, be like, oh shit. Every episode would be an oh shit moment. So much so that you couldn't go to the bathroom for a month. I'm telling you, like, I would throw tons of stuff in there. Tons of stuff in there. When you're a showrunner and you want to gain interest and you want whatever, you want to do it your way, right? Every episode should be friggin' memorable. You should have something in there. So you'll never forget it. Now, you people flock to Spyfall. Why? Because of the Master moment, right? So they rewatch the Master scene. They get chills. They love it, right? You put shit in the episode that you'd be like, oh, shit. Not for nothing. That episode with Clara, Kill the Moon, right?
Yeah.
The episode sucked. And I don't really like to watch it. But I will watch that scene where she's yelling at him. You go away now, okay? I was like, oh, shit. Like, she's yelling at him. That is a great fucking rewatchable scene. When Clara's telling the doctor to fucking fly away and fuck off. That is a great scene. Just like the scene where she went to burn the fucking keys in the lava, and he's like, go to hell. And she's like, all right then. And he's like, Clara? Go to hell. Like, that's a great fucking scene. Right? Do fucking scene. Why can't Chibnall do a fucking Moffat scene like that shit? Why?
Because it's cooked up.
He did the Sasha thing. He did, but still.
But it'd be winding up his Jody, and he doesn't want Jody to be one up.
Why can't I want Chibnall?
Doctor, and that would also be going, oh, look, you're also putting down women, and we don't want to put down women.
Exactly, and that's why you can't, you won't get that kind of thing with Jody.
Hey,
they don't want to sort of like belittle the main actress, the main lead.
I want Jodie to have a speech like Matt Smith has a speech, like David Tennant has a speech.
Yeah, because she hasn't done a speech.
She hasn't done a speech.
No, all the modern doctors apart from her has done one.
She had no speech. I don't count what she said as a speech. That was a rehash of Tennant's.
That's just
I want to speak. I want to speak. I want a proper I want her to fucking rip somebody. That's like a villain speech. Like you know what I want? I want Davros to start messing with Jodie's doctor. I want to see Davros talk down to Jodie. I want to see this. I want this. This I want to see. This I want to see.
Don't want that to happen.
I want to see how Davros treats her. I want Davros to be a dick with her, like thinking that she's the weak and that she kicks his ass. I want to see Davros with Jodie's doctor. Please.
Yeah,
give it to us.
Unless it's Julian Bleach, I don't know who they would get
Please
for
give
that.
it to us. I don't know. Please give it to us, please. We need a moment. We need a fucking Davros. Davros is behind them going after Earth and blowing everybody up. Fuck with them.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
He's the one that probably hired the master. That'll be the spin-off.
Oh well, that never always work out well. Master and Daleks.
I would be great. Davros is talking to her, right? And then he's like, "What do you think? Why would I listen to you?" He's like, "Kill her." And then exterminate and fucking Yad's dead. Oh shit! I just want to look. They could probably reverse it, to save them, whatever. But I just want to see a villain just fucking irk the doctor. Puts her in a false,
This whole thing about Doctor having speeches, right? Sometimes it can quickly become very, very old, because it's like if that's all the doctor can do is give great speeches.
No, but she doesn't have to have a speech. No, you misunderstand. I'm not saying the doctor has to have a speech, but we need something to define Jodie.
Exactly.
Like I'm saying, to play devil's advocate, right?
Yeah.
For the people that look, everybody. I'm just saying. Give her if she can shine on her own, if she's good enough actress, then give her something for her doctor to do to show emotion, evoke emotion, or a wonderful speech to a villain that deserves it. Like she could be telling Davros off. Not that she's mansplaining. I'm just saying I want to see her doctor get broken down where the companions are in jeopardy. One of them died. I want to see her doctor mad. I want to see her doctor this. I want to see her doctor
But
all these different things.
From that point of view, you're talking about you want an emotional structure from her. I'd rather see her do something like how Sylvester McCoy is like, I'm going to blow up Scarro. There you go, I blew up Scarro. I want to.
First of all, I just want to let's be real. Okay.
Yeah.
I like Jude. Okay. I don't like Chibnall. Right. She could never be like Sylvester McCoy was, Doctor. In a million fucking shut that music off wherever that is. Never be a million years. She can never have the dark coat. She can never start manipulating shit to blow up Scarro, to blow up the Cybermen, to blow up to leave the Master on or whatever. Never.
Well, you got to give her something because you got to give her something to boost her doctor because otherwise all she is someone who's just going blah 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 blah.
Jodie wouldn't do that. First, Jodie's doctor wouldn't just fucking blow up their planet. First of all, whatever.
Well, you need to. That's what I mean. You need to build up a character a bit more, make her more darker, more.
When she is pissed, she would do it. Is that what you're saying? Make it where she's pissed that she would do it. You're saying?
Yeah, exactly. Give her, what did Tennant say? No second chances. That kind of vibe from her, and then she just goes, you know what? Fuck you. I gave you a chance. You're gone. Excuse the language, but you know what I mean.
I want them to test her acting ability, and I want to see her. Okay, let me give an example.
Yeah.
David Tennant, right? Perfect example. We got wide range of emotions from him, right? One of my favorite shits ever is at the end of like Human Nature, right? He was so fucking pissed. Mm-hmm. He fucking put the girl in the fucking mirror. I don't know how the fuck he did that. He threw the fucking guy out the air, chained up. He left him on a fucking in chains on a fucking asteroid or whatever. He took the woman, he threw her into the goddamn fucking. He was fucking pissed. And then he puts the fucking mask on the guy and leaves him paralyzed in the fucking field. That shit is a level of fucking anger you rarely see from the Doctor, right?
Yeah.
Then you see him Time Lord victorious. It's like he had a breakdown. He fucking lost it. He's like, fuck the laws, fuck the time. I am the Time Lord. Fuck everybody. I'm doing everything I want. Fuck it. He lost his way. Totally close to the value right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see him crying at fucking end of time. He doesn't want to go. So much he wants to do in this incarnation. He loves this incarnation. Like, he was crying. You see that he's in love with Rose. He was fucking crying. You know, like there was he was upset when he had to erase his friend's memory, Donna. There was a wide range of emotions. Where is that with Jodie?
She's a different incarnation. Each Doctor's different.
Needs to do something.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. Give her a bit more balls to do ballsy things. She's not doing that as yet. Hopefully she will.
I feel he pampered her for Series 11. There was no threat level. There was no nothing.
No, but that was a testing ground anyway. They had to do that way.
You didn't need to do that for the whole season, though. That was crazy. But all right, well, let's forget about that. We're on Series 12 now. It's better. Series 12 is better as far as I'm concerned.
Yep. So it's better. It's turned a corner. Yeah.
But it needs to be even better.
It may
needs
well
to get to the level that the other New Who things are. And I don't think it's at that level yet.
It will give it
to the Master and her pairing was perfect. But we need more of that. We need to be listen, they do need to make her like with Sylvester McCoy, where he's Kirsten Fenrick, okay. All this shit, okay. Davros. All right. Throw all this shit in there. They're not doing that. They should have followed the Master episode with the Daleks or something, like in a row. I'm talking bop, in a row.
Yeah, no, I said that as well the other day to someone.
In a row. Not like you go up, you go this, you go that. It's like, I like the episode of Orphan 55, but still, we need villains, important villains.
Well, if they do, they will probably do that. They will do that with this timeless child thing, but however long they're going to stretch it out for, that depends on how they write it. But they need to keep the
yeah. All right, we've been on a live stream for 2 hours and 40 minutes. So
wow,
it's been a long time. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was an experiment, and the experiment worked, and we will do this again. So thank you, Scott. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Matt Rose. Thank you for everybody that participated. Thank you, Grim, for the donation. Appreciate it. Had a great time with them. We'll be able to do more. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.
Ta.